So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox got loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
And so that means you have a little space here.
I felt like I was a hero. Yeah. What is up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm TBG_Ops guy.
Mudhog B&Q.
And our guest today, you haven't seen him on the show in a while, but he's back.
Patrick.
From Bad Dad Brewing. We love Bad Dad and we love all the people associated with him. And we haven't had a chance to see Patrick in a while to make fun of him. So it's a win-win to have him back on the show. Yeah.
Plenty to make fun of.
I mean, it really is. I mean, it's simple. Good news is we also have a really badass thing. I hope you can see it. I got to finish tacking it up. It's wanting to raise up a little bit on me. But Patrick brought us a little decor for back here as we work to round out the back of our show again.
Our pride and joy, Clint.
I love that. That is fantastic.
Riding that can, really giving it to it.
Ever since we moved over, we're still trying to figure out exactly what of the old backdrops going to get moved, what's going to stay over there for other shenanigans and pictures that we're working on. All that kind of stuff. So we did decide that had to be background worthy. Might get moved as we fill it around it, but
right,
it's background worthy.
It absolutely is. I am not mad about that at all.
Anytime a grown man riding a beer can.
You saying you're not mad at that, Dad?
Not mad at that, Dad.
Oh, good lord.
I've gotten both praise and so much hate. It's like, why is this belly up? Nobody wants to see that. It's like, this is honest to God.
Yeah.
I have a lady that's literally trying to pay us for a giant print of me in a crop top laying across a cooler. So, of Burt Reynoldsing on a cooler in a crop top. Just saying.
She told him cowboy hat optional. So.
Just saying, you know. It's
banana hammock and look.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Weirdest thing we've ever been offered money for, I think.
I'll take it, though.
I mean, I never said no. I told, as long as it's only like a one-time print, that we're not like putting it out there, I'm down.
All right.
Michelle wants to buy it, you know.
I don't know if the photo resolution is going to be large enough for the size of photo she wants. She wants that thing above the mantle.
Yeah, she does.
So.
The picture or the thing?
Both.
Yeah. Yeah, checks out.
Oh, my girl Michelle. She cracks me up every time. But anyway, we're excited. We got, I think, a pretty solid lineup.
Just jinxed it.
Oh, that's why I said I think. I didn't say stellar. Said I think pretty solid.
Yeah.
Get to try a beer we've never had from one of our favorite breweries. You know, it's gonna be a good night. I think.
Pulling one out of the cellar.
Yeah.
That's been in there a while.
Yeah.
While?
We have no idea how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
We're a little worried about it. But yeah, so as you guys know, we got a lot of really cool shit coming up. We'll get into that a little more as well. Some real cool stuff Bad Dad's got coming up. But just making sure, for those of you already tuned in, you keep the words 317 barbecue in your mind, because there are two events we're going to talk about there tonight. And I want to make sure that it's stuck in there. 317 barbecue. Again, that is 317 barbecue.
317 barbecue.
Gotta hit it 3 times, baby.
Hey, and programming note, and Matt, pay quick attention here. If for whatever reason we say, let us know how the sound is, because I turned the gain down on the microphone a little bit. So it looks like as one of us is talking, we're kind of like the normal gain range.
Unless it's me.
No, actually, you're still the same. So
Even Tyler's staying in range, huh?
even Tyler's staying in range. But
That
if
is
it's
impressive.
A little low, Matt, you can just turn the dial up
On
the
that
gain
one?
a little bit.
Okay.
Also, last but not least, if you have to get a hold of us for that and say comments go down, anything like that, message us on Instagram so John can see it.
So I can see it.
I got a new phone and it's in the middle of the new phone's charging, so I can finish transferring. So I have no access to my phones right now.
There's a whole thing.
It's gonna be weird. I don't think I've gone a show here in a while without being able to look at my phone. Oh shit, untapped.
I know.
I can still do that. Can you hand me the old one? As long as I stay on your Wi-Fi, I can still do that.
Best
go.
laid plans. Let's do this right before we get on the show.
Hey, that seems kind of like that's on brand for us.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we can still do untapped. It clicks until this phone dies too. So
Okay.
you know, Tyler's gonna have a real fun day today, let me tell you.
All right.
We have anticipated beer time.
Yes, it is.
Matt, what are you anticipating?
I am, due to Tyler's talk-uppery, looking forward to the I see whole, but I'm sure it's Holiday Ale. Holiday Ale, yes, because we both have a strong disdain for Christmas beers, but he said this one's actually good, so
I enjoyed that one.
I'm looking forward to trying that.
For me, I think it's going to be the Martin House. I think we've established at this point in time that the pickle beer from Martin House is pretty much the only beer we really enjoy more recently. That being said, this was in the cellar for a reason. Now, also, it's very early on in the show, so we will see.
And sometimes
We will see.
sometimes we did put beers in the cellar just because maybe they were hot. We didn't like them, but we were like, fuck it, let's see what happens later. I have a feeling it's one of those. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, when we go to score it, we can see when our last check-in was.
I recall that one not being the biggest hit when we had it originally.
That's where my mind is right now. Patrick?
Taxman. I love Taxman. Love Belgian beers. Can hardly get them anywhere. And Taxman does them some real good ones.
They do.
For me, it's the Saint Livre from Two Toms. The dark lager, baby.
Oh, yeah, we just had Frozen Frickenfest, and you may know what you're in for on that one.
I didn't try the dark one.
Oh, did you not?
I just had the premium lager.
Oh, I thought you said you did have that one.
Dark lager.
I thought you had the dark
No,
one.
I had the regular lager, not the dark lager.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Lager.
I love lagers, all right?
Lager.
I judge breweries on their lagers.
Lager.
Those are the lagers. You can hide behind a lot more with stouts and shit. It's a whole lot harder to hide with lagers and pilsners.
I would
so.
say it's like wearing a white suit in a paint factory. The goal isn't to do anything like spectacular. It's to not make mistakes because it shows.
Don't
Keep
fuck
it
it up.
clean. Keep it clean.
Matt, you got anything for us?
Surprisingly, no. Everyone's very much anticipating my return this week, so they went ahead and showed up, and no one.
Yeah, go ahead and refresh comments. Just
I
to
did.
say-
I've got them pulled up on my phone as well.
Okay, just make sure. Wow, nobody likes Patrick. All right. I posted the two of them on and nobody got on.
I'm blaming me, man. Like last week you had.
Is it just the four of us now?
Well, for now.
All
We
right.
do have a weird following in the middle of the week that
Hey.
watches our videos. We have a big spike. It's a weird thing.
I'm drinking beer.
Yeah.
I will
Hello, friends.
never, for the life of me, understand the way our lives work.
Just pray to the algorithm.
Or the show.
In all fairness, I know how the rest of our shit works. I just plaster social media with somebody posts, they say, fuck it and buy a ticket.
I was waiting to see how our lives work. I was like, yeah, that's very telling.
I'm going to be honest. When it comes to our comedy shows, I'm fairly certain people buy the ticket hoping I'll stop posting. I had one comedian in our last show. I looked at her because literally she went from I could invite her to collaborate where it would post to hers if she accepted it.
Right.
And then all of a sudden about 10 days before the show, all of a sudden I couldn't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so when she showed up to the event, I looked at her like, hi, my name's Tyler. I'm the Two Beerded Guy that's been annoying the shit out of me with social media posts. She goes, no, I have never done a lot of comedy with people who market as hard as you guys do. That was badass. She goes, I did have to stop you from asking to clap for a little while because, damn, that was a lot. She goes, but other than that.
Shocking. We like to actually tell people what we're doing.
And highlight who we're doing it with. Like, shocker, right? But
I know, right?
it was so damn funny because she straight up was just like, no, you good, but like, damn.
So what are we working with?
So this is the, can I have my can back?
No.
Saint Livre beer, premium dark beer, Saint Livre Brewing Corp out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, but it is crafted and packaged by Two Toms Brewing.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea who Saint Livre is or whatever.
I wonder if it's just an old one that they've resurrected.
Saint Livre family approved, so yes, that's exactly what it is. So yeah, it's an old resurrected beer from up in that area, and yeah,
Very nice.
excited for that. Let's see if this spins today. I don't think it's gonna. Well, it is.
Hey, it's got some.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Side note, Brooklyn Hunter jumped on.
Hey guys!
Hello!
What's up, Brooklyn?
And further commenters, hey Patrick, at least Facebook says we've got like 10 views, so people are watching, so maybe not speaking. We have some people who are just silent.
That does happen a lot.
That happens.
Jim will comment in an hour and 45 minutes.
That's it, yeah, 10 minutes and we're done.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I was like, yeah, you did nothing the whole time, Jim?
Jim, if you're watching, you're going to have to comment if you want to tell us anything today because I can't get text messages right now. I took the SIM card out to try to update the new one.
It made like one revolution.
It's more than I thought it would, to be
There
honest.
you go. But Jim's got my cell phone number now, so he can text me too.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So really malty. That's got a lot of malt to it. A little bit of coffee feel. Little light, but that initial hit is just like a malt bomb.
I wish I could text you something. Morse code.
Oh, not at all. Not that I get.
You can text me and I can show it to him.
Not that I get.
Unless you're drunk, then don't text it to me.
I mean, I believe you, but that's not a flavor I ever pick up usually, so.
Okay.
Unless it's like. So.
I don't get that either.
Okay. Woohoo! Not the only one.
Fair.
You might be crazy.
It's
That's fine.
it's one of those flavors that I don't pick up unless it's a punch you in the face. So John usually notices it before I do, but sometimes I think he's anticipating it as well more than.
I did not anticipate that.
Oh.
So I did.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I wish there was a little more finish to it. The initial flavor and the finish to it are two very different beers, in my opinion. It finishes very watery after kind of hitting you with that coffee malt, but that's just me.
I kind of like the big gulp more than just the sipping.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I got a little bit less of that flavor that I was experiencing when I did it that way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll be the differing opinion. I would love a big 22 ouncer of this. A little bit colder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is a great big, like you said, big sipping beer. Maybe with a big old rack of ribs or something.
I think something like that would go very good with. Yeah.
Cody just commented on the picture of the beers for today. He goes, I was wondering where that dark lager ran off to. I don't know what you're talking about. Couldn't tell you.
You weren't there, so
This is what happens when you leave.
I don't know. He had to go work with Gru, so it's fine.
Those sweatpants. So Cody Moon, one of the main brewers over at Two Toms, he really likes his fit. So like he's a man that pays money for his clothes, and I'm talking like pays money for his clothes. You wouldn't know it by what he wore to Firkenfest. He spent a lot of money on what he wore. So these overalls, they're sweatpants overalls.
Okay.
The front part of the overall only comes up to about right here. So it's basically all strapped. If you'd have put a yellow shirt on him instead of his gray sweatshirt, he'd have fucking looked like a minion.
Yep.
Okay. I hate to admit this. I've recently upgraded to suspenders.
See, I like those
I
though.
like suspenders.
So my father-in-law, he would tell me all the time, you gotta wear suspenders. And as a man with no ass, the son of a man with no ass, a grandfather who has no ass, and gaining weight, a belt just digs into my gut. So I'd rather just embrace the fat guy look and have a little bit of place to put some pizzazz.
So I have
Flair on there.
I have an
Flair.
ass,
Some
but the
pizzazz.
belt buckle and belt still digs into my fat ass. So
Yeah.
See, I weigh down my pockets with everything, so I'm constantly like yanking things up. And also, I've realized I don't know how graphic we can get at, but ever since I've moved to my suspenders, my crotch doesn't rip out anymore.
I mean that's always nice.
Yeah.
That's always nice.
I was-
I just started buying better pants and that stopped happening.
No, I would wear. Oh gosh, I mean just this type of material.
Fire those pants.
Yeah, huh?
Where are they from?
Duluth?
If they're not from Duluth, I don't trust them.
I think I got them from Tractor Supply. They're great. They got like these places I can put knee pads in and everything.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So since I've been here on
Not to
here,
get too graphic though.
no, since I've been on here last time, my wife and I we've gotten out of homesteading, so I'm in the dirt all the time.
That's because I was going to ask why you needed knee pads.
Yeah.
Not to get too graphic.
All right, that time. Remember, guys, we score on the Untapped scale from 0.25 to 5. So, 3 being perfectly average beer. Above 3 is above average. 4 or higher is seek out. I like this beer so much, I gotta have more. Or maybe it's not a style you like. So before Matt became an IPA guy, for him, he might give an IPA a 4, but he really had to be like, if I wanted an IPA, that's the one I would search out. So that gave him a little caveat. Now he loves IPAs, so it is what it is. Under 3, now a 2 to 2.75. That's usually like maybe something was a little off. Maybe they went for something big and it just didn't come through, but still very drinkable, just not quite average. Under 2, that 1 to 1.75. Now you're in like, I spent money on this, or my buddy spent money on this. I'll fucking drink it. Under a 1, that's drain poor quality beer. Now, Mama didn't raise no bitch on the show. We drink our beer. But we're telling you, if it's in your fridge,
Gift it.
Yes.
fuck it right out the window. Since
Right
Matt's
out the
playing-
window.
Since Matt's playing on his phone.
Someone's gonna do it. You can't.
I have
So-
Untapped.
It wasn't my favorite. I think there are a few issues personally for me with the beer.
Whether I'm right or wrong there, I don't know. But it's not that it was bad, just slightly off to me. I'm going to go 2.75.
Patrick?
I give us all 3. I really like drinking it. I always say that there's some beers that are better when you pair it with something to eat. And like I was saying, a big rack of ribs. I think 2 Toms does that up there, right? They still do barbecue.
I don't remember what the hell they do.
They
right
do
now.
have the 260
That's
260 barbecue.
That's right.
Yeah. So I mean, if I'm up there, I'm drinking this and I'm eating that.
Yeah. For me, it's going to be a 3 as well, so it brings it to a 3 average. I thought it was solid. I wish a little more of that flavor comes through the beer, but I enjoyed it all the way. Matt, what would you have given it if you counted? You don't, but what would you have given it?
I was really hoping that someone over there, with the bad dad things, would be like, well, I wasn't let down. I was just.
Disappointed?
There we go.
See,
No.
I know how to, do you.
Yeah, I told you I was off today, man. Very average beer, not bad, not great. 3. I think it's a fair score for it.
Sounds like a plan. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, most of these beers probably could use a little bit more time in the cooler today. I brought them from home because I didn't plan on going back home before coming here. But then I got the notification the new phone arrived. I kind of had to. Shattered phone I can barely see. New shiny phone. Plus, I didn't want to leave that out on my porch. That just sounds like a bad idea. That'd be my damn luck. The one time something's stolen off the porch. But
Yeah.
it's a little warmer than I'd like.
I mean,
but
no one lives within a quarter mile of you. But
I was gonna say, you're
still a
pretty-
valid concern.
it'd be the one time. Because I've had shit out there for days because I forgot it was out there. Never a problem.
Yeah.
I guarantee that would be the one fucking time.
Yeah.
Just know my luck.
Wherever there's Salkin got a couple comments. Steven Smith says, best beer on show tonight? We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Brian Tilden says, so Cody needed a yellow hoodie. That was the joke.
I'm telling you right now, if we'd have put him in a yellow shirt or hoodie, he'd have straight up looked like a goddamn minion.
We just need to get him some goggles that have to say, wop, 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 wop.
And then he had to leave early, and John says it's to go help Gru, so...
I mean, gotta try to steal the moon or take over the world or whatever it is they're playing this now. So.
And Thad jumped on. So what's up, boys? How's it going, Thaddy?
Dad.
What's up, Dad?
All right, so we teased 317 Barbecue earlier. You guys have an event coming up with them, along with a couple other breweries, correct?
So we partnered with 31 Barbecue. I think it's 31 Barbecue and Tap Room.
Yep, 317 Barbecue and Tap House.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we're one of their partners, so we have basically a permanent line, 4 to be exact, and we do a lot of events with them.
And the one currently on the docket for March.
Yes, so on the 13th, we are doing a Meet the Brewer night, so it's going to be me, my dad, my older brother. What?
No, I'm just laughing. Continue.
Is my phone going off?
No,
Yeah.
you're good. So you, dad, brother.
Yep, and then we're going to be meeting with the St. Joseph guys and the Chili Water guys, and it's basically going to be us talking about beer, the industry, eating food.
Yeah.
Tickets are 27, I think I saw. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I can't look.
In that range.
It's
there.
22 to 27. I can't remember which.
Yeah.
They're on sale right now. We did repost it on our Facebook. Am I loud or?
Now, Thad was saying he doesn't think Tyler or John's mics are working, so I figured I'd turn that up a little bit.
Thank you, Thad.
God damn, if they can't hear me, Jesus, you had it turned down.
It wasn't horrible, but it's about midway up that slider.
Oh, let me pass that shit out. Just blast them. I want the car next to him while driving to hear me.
Yeah, those are any better, Thad.
But anyway, guys, like I was saying, it's on our Facebook. The link's on there. Or you can go to the 317 Barbecue and Tap House. If you just put in Facebook 317 Barbecue, you'll find them. But again, the link and everything is on our Facebook, so check it out.
Yeah, hit it up a little more there, Matt. Hit it up. Go, baby. Oh, you got more in you, buddy. There you go. Okay.
John
All right.
fucked with shit. 5 years of working, and he goes over here and fucking with
I
shit.
don't know, it seems like it's not really going up much. Like turn that thing up, that's almost full blast.
Hello, motherfuckers.
I mean, according to the slider, it's getting up there.
All right,
Yeah.
then we're good.
Try it there, see what we do.
Dad's gonna be like, "What the fuck? It sounds like he's screaming."
Now it's so loud.
We'll see. It's been in my fridge a little bit.
Have you drank enough beer that you don't have joy for it anymore?
No. There's just certain breweries I have less joy for when they've set in my fridge a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody's favorite mediocre IPAs from Hop Butcher. I mean, what? Hop Butcher. This is Rose Moss, Citra Simcoe, and Talus Hopped IPA, 7% ABV. Brewed and canned by Hop Butcher for the world in Chicago, Illinois, and Bedford Park, Illinois. Tasting note: juicy, tropical, ripe citrus, sweet pine.
Smells pretty good.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting all those in there.
Nice. I mean,
It's not as strong. Like, you can tell the flavors have dropped a little bit, but they're still there. Huh.
Pretty thin, which I personally like. Doesn't make me feel as full. It does not smell, or it does not taste like I thought it was going to.
That's interesting.
nose is nice.
Yeah.
Nose is bright, very citrus forward with a little bit of pine resin behind
I'm
it.
getting that pine in there. There's no doubt.
Pine is a nice flavor coming through in it.
But not off-puttingly dank either.
So it's weird. The hops almost taste really fresh. Like, not, like, the flavor's falling out, but you get a little bit of that, like, fresh hopped, not hop burn, but, like, it's very fresh hopped feeling. And that's weird for me as long as this beer's set.
So, for as thin as this beer is, and it being 7%, I can taste the booziness a little bit. It's a little fumy, and that's what I was smelling.
That might be what I'm noticing more than anything, but it's got a essence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe more hops would cover that up. I don't know, but I'm not of the opinion every beer needs to be hopped to cover up those things.
I love a good IPA, but I'm very Westy forward. This isn't bad. I wish for a little more on the hop side. Again, it might have been there. Maybe it's fallen out a little bit because it is from this year. Was we loud now?
Yeah, now it's like getting the yellow. It's like, can't make it, that's fine.
No.
It's not as old as I quite thought it was. July of this year. Well,
It's like-
last year, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's old, but not quite as old as I expected.
Right. I kind of like the level of bitterness. I can imagine that you might want a little bit more there, but I think it lingers slightly, but it's not overpowering by any means.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than I expected. Not only for its age, but also I am not as high opinioned of this brewery's IPAs as other people. So it's one of those, like,
Yeah.
it's funny. It's not quite what I think they wanted it to be or what it might have been before it set, but it's better than I expected, so I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I kind of enjoyed that quite a bit.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I was pleasantly surprised and not upset by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. It's not my favorite either. Faux pas on me. IPAs are not my favorite style.
You call yourself a brewer.
I know.
So a lager's his favorite.
Yeah, that's true.
I like Belgians, which is why I'm excited for the Taxman.
I'm sorry.
Wheat beers, lagers, yes. IPAs, I drink a lot of IPAs, but it's not my favorite style. I just drink them because they're always available.
That's what they're, yeah.
Barley wines are my favorite style, but like I can't live on a barley wine. Well, man, that's not true.
Masochist.
I can live on a barley
Barley
wine.
wine is life.
Barley wine is life.
After that guy.
But West Coast IPAs are one of my all top as well.
Yeah.
And then it's funny, my tastes are literally like barley wines, Westies, lager, big ass stout, not sweet fucking diabetes stout, but just big ass stout. It's like my styles bounce in a very weird order.
I'll be interested to see what you think of the beer I brought.
Oh, we'll pull it out and drink it at the end. We just won't score it. We never try to score beers that the people brought with them because it puts you guys in a really fucked up spot for me to be like,
Yeah.
so what are you going to score this objectively?
Yeah.
Right.
And if that beer that time, say every other bottle was amazing and that one may got oxidized somehow, and you're sitting here going, as we're just trashing it. So
Yeah,
instead we
it's a
just
little
talk
awkward.
about the notes. We don't score them. But we did that once to someone, and the look on his poor face the entire time.
He was a little too honest.
He was too.
Yeah.
I've been around long enough, and I've finally gotten off Untapped, and I don't even look at it anymore, just because I think I'm too sensitive to those things. Or at least I was in the past, not anymore.
Scoring this beer though, you are first, Patrick.
Like I said, it's not my favorite. 2.25. Yeah.
A little lower than I expected.
Yeah.
For me, it was pleasantly surprising, and I wouldn't say it was necessarily elite by any stretch, but I'll give it a 3 1/4.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed this one a little bit more. I was going to go 3.5. So
What's that put us at, John? I'm not doing the math today.
that's a 3.
3 on the dot?
Yep.
That's funny as hell. I love how you even chuckled. Accidentally ended up with an perfectly average beer.
Perfectly average beer.
All right, that's another one in the books. 317 Barbecue, because I'm going to say that name another time, because why the fuck not,
Wait,
right?
317 barbecue?
317 Barbecue. But the reason I'm talking about it this time is for our event. Excuse me. March 22nd is our next Comedy on Tap event. So if you've been to any of our comedy shows, you understand these are fucking hilarious. This is not the random guy on the street trying to...
You're good.
do it.
I was checking it. The bar is weird. Like, I don't know what's going on. I was just double checking. Like, that thing's on, right? Okay.
You've given him too many things to think about.
No, I was just like, now that I see this thing there, I'm like, oh, well, like, if I'm talking, I see it, like, going up, but,
Yours right there.
yeah, but then,
Hello, Matt. Matt, look, mine is
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought I'd try to get it dialed in. Sorry.
No,
Yeah, you
no,
were.
I just was then started laughing at it. Anyway,
317 barbecue.
March 22nd.
Hilarious shows.
Comedy on Tap. It is a professionally run show. It is not, some hobo trying to do open mic. Very excited for our headliner this time as well. Lucas Waterfill is fucking hysterical. And then we have 2 new acts to our show because we always are refreshing, right? We're never bringing in the same people for the most part other than our partners. And so Lucas Waterfill's headlining, but
I don't know.
No, all right, Brooklyn just said Tyler's sound went out. So I'm like trying to figure out.
That's because he quit talking at one point.
No Sleep Ike and John Moore are guys who could easily headline a lot of our shows.
Yeah.
And so we're real excited to have them featuring along with Dave Chambers. And then Quinn is stepping into the host role again this time. He hasn't done that since our first show. And I'm excited to see how he's grown in the host role.
I think it's going to be a great time. I still kind of don't understand how we produce a much more professional comedy show than we do a live cast. So, it's a little weird.
Because we actually care about making that one professional.
Okay, that's fair.
Our brand for this is not being professional.
It is live, and it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I get that.
We're excited for that. And then April 19th at West Fork Whiskey is our April show. That is going to be our largest show yet. 150 tickets for that show. It's going to be, the venue is fucking gorgeous. They're going to do a limited menu that time with a lot of their whiskeys and everything else they make is all going to be available to drink along with some beer. It's going to be a stupid fun time.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
And that was Dwight Simmons headlining. A lot of you comedy people would know that name. Great local guy who's kind of exploded all over the place. So, just all over the place. So, yeah.
Yeeted and skeeted. Or skeeted and yeeted.
Skeeted and yeeted.
It's definitely that order. All right, so we are having mic issues. We're getting it from multiple people. Jim says Jim Monroe finally talk.
All right, hold on. Don't say anything real quick. Hello, my name is Tyler. How did that sound, guys?
And there's probably a delay, so we'll have to give a chance for the video to
I'm
catch
wondering
up.
if the competing mics is the issue right now. Every time Matt talks.
Maybe, but...
Silence.
Well, while we're waiting, EB jumped on, by the way. He says, hey, guys, y'all score my shit. And EB says, we're getting weird on. Oh, okay. Sounds like he's underwater. They stopped again for me, too. Is the God mic on? Matt, talk. Jim says not.
No?
Turn it back up to max.
I think it was at max.
No, he turned it down again.
Well, I did have it to max. I thought it was close to max, but
Okay. I don't know. We'll keep talking. You guys keep talking. I don't understand. But it's okay. I'll check it.
yeah.
Nobody's complaining about my audio. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Are we on 360 or directional on that?
No, this is not at all.
I'm not talking about that.
No, it's straightforward. It's only
Which is
picking
right
up,
at him, and you and I are off centered then.
but it's not a straight line. It's still a
I
front
know.
feld.
But it's weird that his is fine, and me, the guy who's always loudest, is not. Is
They
what I'm
didn't say
saying.
that Patrick is.
Yeah, they've said it.
They said Matt.
Matt, didn't you
No.
say Patrick sounded good?
They didn't say Patrick sounded good or bad. They said you two sounded muted.
I said nobody's complaining about me.
Yes.
Anyway,
Notice when the
New Belgian Brewing's Holiday Ale is our next beer. This is their limited release from the Christmas time. I've had it in my fridge, but I finally got ballsy enough to try it. I don't like Christmas beers at all. It was given to me as a Christmas present. I had no interest in it. I enjoyed it the other day, so I brought it. This is a 7.5% Christmas ale with flavors of cranberry and spice.
All right.
Matt, did you rinse the glasses? I can't remember.
Yes.
Thank you. I can smell it already.
Good way, bad way.
Good, bud.
There's not really much there setting wise to do.
Alright, yeah, so again, this is from New Belgium. So, obviously around holiday time, it would have been available for pretty much everybody to be able to find. Wouldn't have taken much to find it. Ooh. Matt, here's your glass.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Pull this up real quick.
I know exactly what I would describe the smell as.
Amazing.
Capri Sun.
I was gonna say it reminds me of like a gummy bear. Like you reach in like grab a handful of Albanese, like you get that kind of generic like fruit gummy, in a good way.
See, I get too much brown sugar spice.
I figured it out.
What was wrong?
For some reason, the webcam mic got out there, so it wasn't using the Yeti; it was using the webcam mic.
What the actual fuck?
I didn't change that at all. I don't know.
Alright, hold on real quick. Yeah, I'm definitely peeking more now.
Yeah, here we go.
It's amazing what happens with the mic actually on.
Yep.
Turn it down just a hair,
Yeah.
Matt. Let me see real quick. Oh, now it's not moving completely. Matt, just turn it a hair and then.
It was a hair.
Alright. So anyway, yeah. Alright, we'll worry about it the rest of the way now that it's at least you can hear us.
I think I'd found it.
Alright, big things you might have missed. March 13th at 317 Barbecue is Meet the Brewers Night with Chili Water, St. Joseph Brewing, and Bad Dad. There's going to be 3 of the Bad Dads all there. It's going to be a good time for you guys. St.
Generations of no asses.
St. Joseph always has great shit, and Chili Water is going to be there as well. Another solid Indianapolis brewery. March 22nd is our next Comedy on Tap show with Lucas Waterfield as the headliner, along with No Sleep Ike, John Moore, Dave Chambers, and Quinn Schlegel. Produced by us. Have no idea how we've managed to do such great shows, but they keep selling out. You don't want to miss it. It's only a 100-seat venue, and we're already about 30% full, so make sure you get there and get those tickets right away. They're only $20. You'll see it literally all over our social media. It's not
Yeah, it's good. It sounds good. All right.
April 19th, West Fork Whiskey is our following comedy show. May 31st, which this one is not on sale yet, but May 31st is our last comedy show of the year. We're back at Primeval where we started off the season.
Fantastic time. I love that full circle. So
Every once in a while I have a good idea. It's rare, but I have one.
yeah.
All right. I love that cranberry mixed with kind of like a brown sugar spice is what I'm smelling.
I do. Yeah, I like that nose actually.
So I first said Capri Sun, and that's definitely the that sounds so stupid. I understand. That's got to be the cranberry that I was getting. You as soon as you said brown sugar and cinnamon, I knew exactly what I was smelling after that. It might have just because I had my nose buried in it.
Hey, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to bury your nose in it sometimes. He's trying so hard.
Yeah.
He was actually on time.
I know.
He was on time, just missed
That was
the
his bad
button.
eyesight and his
I hit the
hand-eye
button.
coordination.
All right, out of all the technical difficulties, I'm putting that one on the computer. That one wasn't my fault. Button was pushed.
That is such a pleasant holiday beer.
Yeah.
That's what I could actually drink. Yeah,
I would drink that.
Yeah.
That would be perfect along with my turkey and stuffing. Like, I'm sitting at Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner. I'm eating the turkey. I'm eating my stuffing. I got my green bean casserole, and I got that sitting right there with those little bit of holiday flavor, that little bit of cranberry, that cranberry sauce, kind of with a little bit of brown sugar dessert. That is a solid beer.
And what was the ABV on
Like
it?
7.5.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So
to
that's
me.
going to help
It's-
you deal with the family you don't like.
Yeah.
It's super
Just rolling
easy
out.
drinking, and what I really appreciate about it is all those flavors are there, yet nothing's overpowering.
Exactly.
The balance is just fantastic.
Very balanced beer.
That is a well made, what you expect from New Belgium.
Yeah.
But not only is it well made, it has flavors I normally don't like in beers.
Yeah.
So you don't like cranberry?
Cranberry's hit or miss, but I can't stand the holiday spice.
Holiday
Yeah.
spice stuff, yeah.
Holiday spice drives me up a fucking wall in beers. It's always too much.
Yeah.
And that is just so balanced. Matt, what do you think? Because you're the same way I am, and John is too. Like,
I'm kind of agreeing that it hurts with everything you're saying. Like, it's actually a palatable holiday beer. Like, normally I can't do them. I'm just like, no, chug it down, get it away. I could at least drink this whole can. I don't know how many I could have just because of the sweetness and everything going on there.
One.
But yeah, I think it's a one and done, but I can enjoy the one.
Yeah, agreed.
that's a very pleasant beer.
Yeah.
It literally been sitting in my fridge since I got it for Christmas. And I was like, I don't like this style of beer. I'm like, I'll drink it one day when I'm desperate or when I'm already drunk. And the other night, I wasn't wanting anything else that was in the fridge, but I wanted a beer. And like everything else in the fridge was like stouts and different shit like that. And I'm like, I'm out of lagers, I'm out of pilsners, I'm out of fucking domestics. That'll work. I'll try it. Poured it in a glass, take a drink. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's good fun. Appreciate that.
That surprised me. That would surprise me.
What are you,
So,
what are you going to score it?
it's interesting because of course I've already had it. I didn't score it then, but I think I even like it more this time.
Okay.
It warmed up a little bit because I had
Yeah.
it ice cold the first time. A little bit warmer, bringing out a little bit more of those flavors. I actually got more cranberry this time. I think I'm going to give it a 4. I think that's a holiday beer I'd seek out.
I'm going to go a step above it, 4 1/4. I actually, yes, I'd seek out this holiday beer, and it's great. I really enjoyed it.
The look on your face, that first sip.
I almost want to, like, with the cranberry and stuff, do a little bit of, like, ginger ale in there or something. Just a ginger ale splash.
Oh, that'd be
Splash,
fun.
splash,
Just give it a
ginger ale.
little extra carb.
Yeah.
I'd also go 4. Yeah. Nice solid beer. I would share a can or buy a 4-pack or 6-pack and split it with some people over the Christmas fire or something.
That was evidently this beer supports the queer community because I got a Pride 365 badge for it.
Nice.
I don't really know how it doesn't say anything like that on it, but you know,
Well, you can only see the top half of your phone, so.
I can see it. It's just very blinky. My new one's right there. All right, it's charging so I can transfer.
Your phone does look like it's having a seizure on screen, just so you know.
In all fairness, it's almost given me one a couple times. This is a mild blink. There's times where it's like bright, dim, bright, dim, bright.
Listen, you be careful with it because I don't have one of those epileptic seizure warnings on the show.
See, you need to man up and be like me and have a horrible phone for an entire year and bitch about it, but not actually fix it.
No, fuck that. First time, as soon as I had money, I was like, man, order replacement.
I take important calls in my office, and then as soon as my bars drop out, even if I'm on Wi-Fi calling, it hangs up, and then I have to call them back, and it's just telephone tag. Everyone's pissed off.
That's funny.
I think I'm gonna take the other dad approach, but like I've got the old school OtterBox. It's like the size of a shoe. It's got the screen protector on it and everything that you can't touch through to make it do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Those outer boxes were such garbage.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to go ahead and have one more. Normally we would stop once we hit the dark beers like this, but since we'll probably taste the Bad Dad beer at the end of the night, that way we're not stacking the back half too much. Before we do, though, just a reminder, Full Fest tickets are on sale. Bad Dad's going to be there.
Yeah.
And even if he wasn't yet, I was going to make him say yes, but he did confirm. We're really excited for that event, November 15th this year. Early bird tickets are on sale right now, and just a heads up, there is only 30 of Early Bird 1 tickets available for purchase. 30 tickets for $30 each.
And those 30 are not all available right now because some have sold.
Exactly. So we're already running out of those. General admission's $45. So if this is an event you're going to want to come to, and especially if it's you and someone else going, you're saving $30 by getting your tickets now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm garbage at throwing, so it's going to be amusing regardless. So.
Oh, I'm very pumped for this.
Oh, you will hear us shit talk him all night long. Then it's gonna be great.
And the best part is you're going to want to show up. You're going to want to not only drink all the great beer, because we're bringing in 10 plus new vendors to this event that have never been there.
Yeah.
So very excited for that. So it's a lot of new names you guys haven't seen or haven't seen much. We're going to have vendors that you can purchase shit through. We're going to have distilleries for the first time. This event is exploding. We are so excited to be in charge of it this year.
Yeah.
And we added, along with our partner at the Fulling Warehouse, a really cool prize for the championship brewery. Instead of just the badass belt, which don't get me wrong, is a badass belt.
Sure is.
The winning brewery gets a chance, well, they win a year-long tap at the Fulling Warehouse.
Yeah.
That is a huge account. 12 months guaranteed of beer sales for a place that big.
And that place does a lot of beer.
So whenever you can guarantee an account like that, that's a huge prize for them. So come out and support them, cheer for them, give them that little extra energy. Maybe that pushes your favorite brewery over the top. Wooden Bear's going to be real shitty if they lose this year after winning 2 of 3.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
they do it every other year so far, I mean, that would kind of be tracking.
We finally get a fucking really cool prize added, and that's the one we lose.
Hey, be better. Right?
I also like, don't go there like too gun shy. They're like, man, not great at throwing the football because Hog Molly sucked it and went out the first round of the first year. So even once you're like, oh, well, these guys should be good because they used to play football, you can still suck terribly.
And then they won the next year.
Are you able to roll it like a bowling ball, or? Does
I mean,
it
you
have
can
to go-
try, but it's up on a board, so
Yeah.
and it's a
Ricochet
football.
doesn't count and stuff like that, so you can't interfere with the ball when it's in the air. But as soon as it hits,
Lands.
it's fair game.
Once it crosses
So-
that first line.
I guess I have no idea what folding is,
You
Yeah.
throw footballs at bowling pins that are up on a giant cornhole board, basically.
but someone's able to defend it.
Not really. It has to. If it bounces to something, you can't touch it until it crosses a certain line.
Right.
Once it crosses a certain line, you can catch it and all that shit after
Okay.
it's hit the ground to make sure you don't.
But if you don't catch it and it bounces and knock down pins, those pins are knocked down. That counts.
and you also have to protect from the lanes next to you. If their
That's
ball ricochets
even-
over,
oh, yeah.
If their ball ricochets and hits your pins, it still counts.
I'm beaming for heads, trying to take it out.
You
That's
took my
a strategy.
fucking pins
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That's a strategy.
All right,
If
so
they can't play, you win by default, right?
our
I
next
would say
beer
so.
is from our favorite brewery collectively as a group. This is River North Brewing's Caminata de la Muerta Mexican chocolate spiced porter. Imperial porter brewed with cocoa nibs, vanilla, cinnamon, habanero, and Pekin chili peppers. 10.9%.
Holy shit, I like a low ABV bitch beer.
By their standards,
That's
absolutely.
sessionable for River North.
It really is. So, very excited for this. This is one, we weren't going to drink a new one that we just brought back, but since it is that pepper style, we've learned that a lot of times those flavors can drop and not be as good. So,
This smells like just freshly baked brownies.
This smells
kinda
like
does.
this beer, I can tell you.
I'm so excited so far.
Yeah.
I thought about saving this one for Smo, but fuck him.
Fuck him.
I mean, next weekend.
Fuck him. I won't be there, remember?
Oh, that's right.
If I do, it'll be like after you guys are done and just to hang out for a little bit.
Oh, that is so, smooth.
Yeah. When you told me the hot peppers in it, the biggest thing with pepper beers is if it's good, it just makes your mouth tingle. It doesn't make you suffer. This is it's right below that. It adds the flavor, not much of the heat, just a little bit of that tingle. So much
A
chocolate.
little bit of smokiness,
It's
a little bit of that pepper, just happiness.
It's so much like hot cocoa.
It's definitely the Mexican hot chocolate's like where I'm going.
Yeah.
It's like hardcore. It's got that hint of the spice, but not really.
Little bit, a bigger gulp gives
Yeah.
you just a little bit
I
of
was
heat.
just about to say
Just
that.
a little bit.
That's done really well.
You get just a little pepper spice on a big gulp.
Why don't you take a big sip and hold it in your mouth?
Okay.
Seriously, you're not going to make an immature joke after that? I set you up and you didn't even.
I know. Oh, that's pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fucking beer.
Oh, he says, "Woot up the river."
Yeah. EB, if you can get your hands on this one, please do. Fucking.
That was a surprisingly, not, but also surprising. I normally don't like pepper beers. Like, Mexican hot chocolate beers are usually something I don't like.
Yeah.
That is stupid.
I think usually they lean too hard into the cinnamon for us because a lot of us aren't big cinnamon fans. So like, it's
Right.
a little bit of cinnamon can go too far too quick for us.
Well, cinnamon
So with that one, it's not really that cinnamon heavy.
and cinnamon with peppers just seems to not work for me. So it really what surprised me the most is that smooth hot cocoa flavor.
Yeah.
That's fucking good.
And it's still got like the signature River North, not thick body, but it's got
Right.
a nice creaminess to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yes.
Kinda
That's
echoing
actually a
that hot
heavier
chocolate.
body than half their stouts.
Yeah, agreed. And it's the porter.
God, that's good.
Like just under 11% porter.
Evie says he got his eaten by the male monster. No.
That sucks. I love River North.
Yeah.
They just make me happy every time. So River North, for those of you that don't know, is out of Denver, Colorado. We have gone out there every year since their 10th anniversary. We've had 10, 11, and 12 anniversary beers. Their 13 is currently at a friend of ours' place.
She picked up?
I believe so. She said she was gonna.
Okay.
They said they would hold it as long as we wanted them to, so I'm not that worried.
Right.
But I got to double check with her because I need to get her money to ship all our beer back.
Yes.
Because I want my burns.
Yes.
My burns. But they are one of the elite breweries out in Colorado, one of the elite breweries in the country, and then another elite brewery out in Colorado, Burns Family Artisan Ales. Wayne has been brewing for 35 years professionally, which is absurd. That's a fucking long time to be brewing.
Yeah.
And we had one of his 23-year-old beers. It was 23 years
Yeah.
in a bottle.
How was it?
Fucking incredible.
Amazing.
Really?
It was
After all that
annoyingly incredible.
time? Well, what style was it?
It was a stout. I don't remember which kind,
Yeah.
but it was just kind of like a base stout. He brewed it when he was at a brewery in Michigan.
Yeah.
He has learned how to make beer so it can be aged.
Unlike some Dark Lords, where it's soy sauce at the beginning and then ages well. His beer is amazing when you drink it
Yeah.
fucking fresh.
Yeah.
Or
23 years later.
It's witchcraft, but it's fine.
He's so good.
He is. And they're great people, so it's a win-win. I am not first. You are, John.
I am. And honestly, I enjoy the hell out of this. It's not my favorite style, but damn, it was fucking good. And I'm going to go 4.5.
I am not a big pepper beer guy as well. I think they're novelty, but this is done really, really well. I would go 4.
Oh, the damn swingy thing. The arm's hanging over just a hair.
The hang down?
I was going to go 4.25, so it ends up 4.25. That is a fantastic beverage. Matt, you don't count, but we still love to hear what you say. So, what would you give it?
I respect you guys, but I think you're a little underscoring on that one. I'm going to go 4.75. Like, being the porter, having the body, having that creaminess, the flavors that are on it, not liking cinnamon or, the pepper balance on there typically on these beers, and this thing marries it all wonderfully at a high level of execution.
That's a fantastic beer. It really is.
Beer.
Guys, we'll be back with more Bad Dad information to kick off the start of the second half of the show after this quick break.
John and off-screen man, big bushy beards and awesome hats. Two bearded guys. Oh yes they are 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 two bearded guys.
So you guys will likely be seeing me more often.
Okay.
There's two of us.
Two of us.
What's up? We're back with Patrick from Bad Dad Brewing. Which, Patrick, you got some news about a second location?
Yeah, we're going to be opening up another tap room in Richmond. It was going to be February, then it was going to be March. Now I think it's going to be May. Construction's a little slow, but we're going to be opening. So
Same fire pizza?
yeah, yep. So my brother and our original chef who helped create our menu is going to be doing that, and it's going to be an awesome tap room.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
I didn't realize earlier when we were talking that both of them were going to be the ones doing it. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a damn good time.
Yeah.
Guys, I know it's really easy to drive by Fairmount or Richmond, either one. But make sure next time you're in Fairmount, check out Bad Dad. And then once the Richmond location opens up, definitely check them out as well. Both towns are kind of easy to drive through or by, especially Richmond with all the highways kind of going in and around it. But stop, get some food. And honestly, in Richmond, there isn't a lot of great places to eat and drink. Mm-hmm. So that's really exciting to be adding there. I used to be out there all the time when I worked for the mortgage company with new constructions. One of my best builders was out there. Yeah. And I'd go out there and I'd be like, what's for lunch? And they'd be like, Hardee's is down the road.
There's actually a really great barbecue place that's like catty corner from us. So,
that's even more badass.
Yes.
Couple
Right.
great places.
yeah,
So
it's
now
all
you
in
gotta
the
get
Dora. So.
Pizza and barbecue. Yeah, I mean that's
And beer.
that's 3 of the 4 days.
Are you gonna work on like a crossover thing? Like, hey, how about you hook us up with some pork and put it on a pizza?
Oh, we're going to be selling antacids.
Oh, they're gonna have Underbergs.
Never burg alone.
Underbergs. Oh,
Man, you just made Matt cry.
God damn it.
You just made Matt sad.
Yeah.
Do I need to get some for here, Matt?
No.
Oh, we should. We should get a case of burgs.
Jesus, God, no.
That way we can make sure we never burg alone while we're doing this.
All right, let me see what they have on
Well,
Amazon.
if you two burg by together, you're not burging alone. I can not burg. It'd be great. That's gross. Liquid licorice. Ugh.
I'm sure Jason will sell us a case.
A 30-pack is $60.
That's not bad at all.
Ew.
Alright,
It's 4.8 out of 5 on Amazon, Matt. Damn.
Every time I go up to a hop station, they are always hand those things out.
John, I think technically we can sell those.
Yeah,
Because
we
they're
can.
not considered
We should,
alcohol.
actually. We should. Okay.
Because they're an aperitif. They're not considered an alcohol.
Yeah, we could sell those.
We could make a metric shit ton of events with burgs.
God damn it. I love it.
Oh, we're going to start selling burgs.
Gotta
God
reel
damn
this
it.
back in. Amy says, woohoo, Bad Dad. And also says, River North, any chance of them coming to hang at the beer cup?
So CBC, they are planning on being there.
Oh, okay. I can remember
Yep.
Matt said you never know that.
Yep, Matt and why am I drawing a blank on it? The owner's name all of a sudden. Fuck.
It's not Aaron, is it?
No. Hef. Matt and Hef will both be at at CBC at the Craft Brewers Conference. So very excited for them. We're hoping to hang out, and if we can make it work, they're going to be busy as hell with CBC. But if we make it work, Matt wanted to do something. So
Thought I remember that it was going to be a limited time frame that they were here. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're coming in very late because they're accepting an award for a different thing, like right before it. So when you win as many awards as they are right now, their schedule's kind of full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this will be the first year that we're there, too. So
I'm excited for CBC. There's going to be a lot of cool shit going on. I don't think John and I either one have it in our schedule to make it to actually any official CBC stuff.
No.
But we're going to be able to do like a lot of the pre-parties and pre-events. So I'm going to make sure we're pretty busy doing that shit. And oh no, we get to hang out with some of the best breweries in the
Yay.
world. Sounds like a rough time.
Oh.
I'm so sad.
Right.
Twist my arm. Oh, if you plan on taking over the guild one day, I guess we should show up to stuff like this,
Yeah, we should. All right. Maybe we should. Okay. You're talking too much sense now.
Anyway, Matt, what you got? I heard you start to say something.
That kind of counts up there, like.
And then you guys had Are you hiring right now? What all are you doing?
Yeah, so we're growing, so I need more people. So I've actually posted up about our ambassador program. So just a nice little side gig to be able to do on weekends, 2 to 6 hours per week. Just sampling at lots of the different liquor stores that were available in Indianapolis, pouring at different festivals, and then I'm actually also looking for another sales rep in Indianapolis to kind of help with our growth down there. So we're growing, going into new markets, and then there's a lot of different restaurants out there that we are physically just not able to keep up with all the time. So being able to have 2 people in this market, and then me up north, and someone on our off-premise accounts, we're building a crew.
So I did it. That's the first time I've done it. I started to look at Matt to talk. Guys, seriously though, if you're looking for a job, whether it's a small little part-time fun gig or a little more work but with high rewards out of it, make sure you check out Bad Dad Brewing. It's a good way to work in craft beer without having to necessarily be a brewer. So
Email me at patrick@baddadbrewery.com.
Patrick@baddadbrewery.com.
Yep.
And if for some reason you can't remember that, it's patrick@baddadbrewery.com, or message us and we'll send it over to you.
Yeah.
On the screen now.
He's not that good.
Come on.
We have to do that in post. We don't do post.
The fact that he was adjusting gain on the microphone, kind of impressive.
He was doing it wrong. No.
Not his fault. Not his fault.
I mean, what I did was right. Just the computer.
Yeah.
Our next beer is
Oh, hell yeah.
Martin House Brewing Company's. This is from 2021.
Yeah.
This is the Columbiana. Rum barrel aged imperial stout with cherries and coconut.
I can smell the coconut from here.
Here, Matt, I gave you a little extra. I'll take some.
Thanks.
You take it and you like it.
Coconut.
You don't like sunscreen?
He hates coconut. I do love their can art. It is fucking wicked.
Oh, I just got there's something driven down the side. I just did like a thumb
It is
lick. Oh,
wicked.
it's so coconut.
Oh.
The big iron on her head.
Very cyberpunk. Very, that is cool. So this is a 13% ABV. The imperial stout was brewed with sweet cherry puree and flaked coconut, so not sunscreen.
Yeah.
Aged 4.5 months in rum barrels. It was brewed on June 18th of 2021.
4 years later, out of the cellar.
I will give Martin House. They usually do cool can art.
Yeah, that
Shit, we've kept their
label
boxes.
art, yeah.
We've kept their
Gotcha.
boxes because the label art's cool.
That is awesome. Okay, well that's high praise. I'm really dreading this.
I really like this.
Oh shit, that is pretty solid.
Yeah.
I don't remember liking it this much.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Matt might not like it because it's
That
still heavy.
cherry in there, that coconut. The cherry and coconut's kind of the prevalent flavors there with some chocolate. Of course.
That was a manageable coconut. Like I can handle that one. I remember when we had it the first time. We're all like, too much. Throw that bad boy in the cooler, and then I'm here. Just got to buy this, let it mellow for 4 years. And
I do not know what our original score was. I believe it is one that was lost to the sands
in the
of time.
notebook. Oh.
The lost pages.
The lost tone.
The lost tome. We had a we used to not score.
Yeah.
No, that one page was not the one that's lost.
Oh,
That's the one from which I do need to upload that, but I knew where that one was. That wasn't the lost. That was my most recent one I missed.
And we thought we found the Dead Sea Scroll. In the
No,
middle
so
school.
we had probably about 6 to 7 shows of scores of shows that I missed during baseball season and stuff like that because we used to write them down and then I'd put them in later.
Okay.
Well, I either took them home or they got mixed in with the trash heat or something. There's probably 6 to 10 shows to be honest that we call the dead, the dead scores, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the dead shows because
Dead Beer Scrolls. That's
we
what go with.
have no idea. Like we know we had these beers,
Yeah.
but no idea what the
No
scores
idea.
were. This one I would have killed to know what it was before we aged it because I'm a fan of that and I don't remember liking it.
Yeah, I don't remember liking it specifically. So I'm sure the scores were not fantastic.
I remember the rum and the coconut almost turning into sunscreen when it shouldn't have. Now it's settled. The barrel has a little bit, and it's very different, distinct flavors.
Yeah.
I like the body on it. Smell. I thought it was going to be like.
Yeah, I
sunscreen.
mean, just smelling, it's like, oh,
Very
that's too
fucking
much.
pleasant.
Yeah, that's actually.
It's not an overly thick beer.
No.
But it is. Gosh, I don't know. It's good.
That is very fucking pleasant. I actually drank this one now instead of saving it because I was afraid of what it tastes like and I wanted beers that could make up for it.
Yeah. That was a nice precaution. Was it needed?
No, I'm very excited for this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can we age the other Martin houses that we were let down?
I think
with
there
as
is
well?
one more in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's some.
I think the
Maybe that's the
Is
key
a Cookie
here.
Monster in there?
actually there's two more because there's Cookie Monster and the one with the devil on it. I believe are both in there.
Oh, I bought 2 packs of those. I had a Cokitis, the other one that I had left over not too long ago. Just was like, oh, this thing's been sitting forever. Like it's probably
No, we
and
drank the Cokitis last year, so I bet it's gone.
Yeah, I drank my other one like earlier, or I guess last year, and I was like, ooh, this actually is still pretty solid. Like, so they got 1.5 beers if you count the pickle beer. Now this one's kind of, we're rounding up to 2.
Good.
It's kind of exciting. I ain't mad at this.
Yeah.
Maybe we just start aging the fucking.
It's buying, don't touch it for 4 years.
We drink one just so we know, and then we age the other
Reference.
for 4 years.
Hell yeah.
Yes, just wait
Control group.
Yeah.
I like it.
That is a solid fucking beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not shock over, like, being excited about this. I mean, it is shock.
I was
But
dreading it. I'll
the
be honest.
actual flavors, that blend is so nice. Everything works together. Nobody competes. You get a balanced flavor. The rum's not too much. The coconut's not too much. The cherry just gives you just a little
there.
hint there that
Yeah.
evens everything out. It's unusual that cherry's the balancer.
Yeah,
but
that
this, the cherry's the balancer.
Just a little boop at the end. Yeah, you get like a cherry finish.
Like, as dumb as it is, yeah, that
I had so many
that
comments.
works.
I
Yep.
teed it up, man.
I decided to let that one slide. I had some very immature comments on that one.
Well,
He's got to find the right way to poke the bear, Patrick.
I had so many.
yeah,
definitely.
especially when you smell that, and there's so much coconut on the nose.
Like I
it
can
didn't
smell
taste
it
that way
from
at
all
all.
the way over there.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It was quite worrisome on the nose.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a random. I couldn't find what I wanted to drink, so I went, fuck it, we're pulling something out of the cellar. That's all that was.
See, I'm dreading giving the score because I don't know what you're allowed to give.
Whatever the fuck you want.
It's so funny. It's you go
0.25
first,
to
too, so-
5.
Five.
Wow.
It's a big score. I like it.
Wow.
I
I
like
know.
it.
I mean, you should be eager to give out 5s.
We've given out some.
Yeah.
About 25, I think, last time I looked. Actually, it was more than that, I think.
Okay.
I'll have to look. We've given out a decent number,
Yeah.
but we've also had 1,700 scored beers from all around the country, and of course, we are selfish. We used to spread out the love and get all sorts of weird shit. After 1,700 beers, we definitely start guiding in our purchases a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever go back through it and rescore things?
No.
Good.
It's that beer that time.
Yeah.
Is the way we score things.
Yeah.
That beer that time.
Now we've retried things.
Yeah, we've had something again and then scored that
Again.
beer that time.
Okay.
And it has, some have gone up, some have gone down, and then some have laughingly been the exact same.
Exact same.
But
For better or worse.
See, I told you, I did away with Untapped. I can't do it anymore. I'm on Letterboxd all the time with movies. I'm a movie fiend.
my brother is too.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
See, we need to revisit the best IPA in Alabama. See if
No.
that was as bad as we actually think that it was that first time.
It wasn't our lowest score because I have it in here. It's not even a 0.25. We have a lot of those.
When you think about
We've
it,
had a
was
lot of
the
really bad
worst
beers.
beer for us for a long time.
And then we found a lot worse.
Yeah.
We found a lot more worse. But that's
Fucking
still might have been the
Westerman's
best
pride.
IPA from Alabama, though. Like,
So Patrick gave it a 5.
Yeah.
I think it's a fantastic beer. I don't think it's a 5. I think it's a 4.25. Okay. It is still seek out worthy.
Yep.
That beer this time,
it
seek
is.
out worthy.
It is seek out worthy, and I was going to go 4.25.
So that ends up at 4.5.
Jim asked politely, 10 minutes before we leave, thank you, Jim.
Yeah, 4.5.
What was that beer name again?
So that is the Columbiana from Martin House Brewing out of Fort Worth, Texas. It was brewed in 2021. It is set in our cellar for a while.
Martin House continues to be one of my favorite beer Instagram accounts to continue to follow.
Oh, it's a great
because
Instagram account.
they're so crazy. They're creative in what they do. Their artwork is awesome. They come up with the weirdest beer flavors. And honestly, for me, they I don't know if I wouldn't say that they started the pickle beer thing, but they were the first big pickle beer out there that really came, across our attention span there. So
For sure. And it's amazing. Tastes
Yeah,
like
it
carbonated
is.
pickle juice.
best made pickles.
I don't drink that many pickled beers, so I don't.
We've had more than we would admit to, like, normally want to admit. We fell in love with them and started, like, trying them, and we judged the shit out of them, too.
Yeah.
Field Brewing has an incredible pickle.
Yeah,
Is it 10 Barrel out west? I think that was the last.
Really?
That I've had, yeah.
We've had
Well,
quite a few.
I like to drink them straight, but I like them in a red beer.
Okay.
I like to brine chicken with them.
Oh, I brine a lot of
That sounds like.
I add it to
Yeah.
my turkey brine.
Yeah. There's lots of uses for it.
So I make the Thanksgiving
fan.
turkey for my family,
Yeah.
and I add it to my turkey brine.
Yeah.
Except this year I forgot to add it, but then I was out, so I
Yeah.
used pickle juice,
Yep.
which I mean,
Right.
same thing.
Yeah.
So
The pickle juice and the Coors Light kind of got you the same effect.
my nephew he always carves the turkey for me now. It was my job before I started cooking it. And then as I got older, even before I started doing the one that roasted the turkey, I literally looked at my nephew. I taught Ethan how to do it first. He wasn't real thrilled to do it. Braden's like, I'll try it. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Braden tried it. Braden loves doing it. Plus, he's learned. If I carve the turkey, setting up tables and doing all this shit, the others have to do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Even if he's done carving the turkey, nobody asks him to do shit the rest of Christmas.
That's a smart man.
Carved turkey.
Because he carved the turkey for Christmas. So therefore, he doesn't have to do shit the rest of the, like for any other job.
Hell yeah.
So he has a new baby this year. First Christmas with a baby. And he straight up's like holding the baby. He's like, turkey ready to carve yet?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I was thinking, do you need me to get somebody else to do it or do you need me to do it? And he goes, no. I'm like, I got it.
No. Someone needs to take this goddamn baby. I love this
He
baby.
looked at my brother, his uncle was just like, take the fucking baby. I got to carve turkey.
You get one of those electric ones. You can double arm.
No.
Oh, you don't like the electric ones?
He does a lot of times he'll carve with the electric knife just because it's easier at Christmas. I carved the Thanksgiving turkey this year with just a knife and fork at my sister-in-law's, so that was fun. The electric, I love both. I love the ease of the electric knife. I really do. It's not as perfect to cut, but it's easy.
Yeah. And at the end, it shreds it, and then you get that little turkey pile, and then you can.
Only if you do it wrong does it shred it, but you know.
I mean, I do it wrong, obviously.
I'm not
John's
sure John
hurting.
was so let down. In
John's
quite a
hurting.
while. Yeah.
God damn it.
At the end of the day, the Thanksgiving sandwich still exists.
Oh
You
yeah,
can eat it.
that's the best part.
Yes.
Leftover sandwiches for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Even the sleeve burger.
Yeah. All right, guys. Our next beer. Is your wife home? She'll want to try this one.
I don't know.
This is
No, I
Sun
don't think she
King's.
is.
Oh, that sucks for her. Java House Cold Brew Martini Stout, brewed with cold brew coffee.
And martini?
I hate you.
Liars! Those sons of bitches suck. I gotta talk to them.
What makes a
That
martini
guy.
stout? I love
Marketing.
I love something stout.
It's a cold brew martini stout.
Stout.
So it tastes like martini, like an espresso martini type thing.
Okay.
Except it's a stout instead of an espresso martini.
I saw a meme today where someone was pouring a Guinness into a martini because it was too busy to actually make a.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
That's funny.
I was like, I need to do a side by side to see if you could actually get away with that.
No, not if somebody actually drinks.
Yeah. Some people might prefer that though.
Not me.
I'll take the Guinness in the fancy glass, please, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that smells delicious.
Yeah.
I think that
We're gonna have a
balance
stout
to
for
it,
us
like-
tonight. Jeez.
This is the closest smell-wise to the fucking PBR coffee.
I miss that beer.
May it rest in peace.
May it rest in peace.
I heard, so I tried it. It was awesome. I heard so many great things about it. I'm surprised it's not out anymore.
So it sold like crazy when it first came out.
Yeah.
So I found out from one of the reps, or from a liquor store.
Yeah, liquors.
It sold like hotcakes when it first came out, and then just fucking died. Nobody bought it. Like there was literally liquor or stores and stuff stuck with it for so long that PBR came and bought it back to dump because it was that bad.
Yeah.
Like the distro guys had to buy it back to
No.
dump. And then some liquor stores were like, no, it's fine. We'll just discount it, mostly because they wanted to buy it.
Yeah.
Because they did charge a little bit more than regular PBR, and people were like, I don't want to pay more than regular PBR for a PBR.
But it wasn't.
Well, it tastes like
regular
fucking
PBR.
Yoo-hoo, so
Yes,
shut
yeah.
your fucking
Shut the
mouth.
fuck up. Pay the goddamn man.
John and I were more than happy to pay whatever price they charged on
Put
it.
that money in my hand.
Yeah, never even
That
looked
was
what the
great.
price was. Didn't care. Too much wasn't enough.
I don't think I ever looked at the price for that.
No.
And I was like, oh, it's here. I'm getting it. Oh, so good.
So good.
Now I'm sad. Again.
Speaking of good, though,
Yeah.
that is fantastic.
It's not quite PBR coffee, but
Well, it's not Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PBR coffee was just Yoo-hoo.
Boozy Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
It's pretty dry for
Yoo-hoo?
us.
No, that is
it is
not
kind of
right.
dry.
Little Dry has a nice,
That martini aspect.
but it has a nice creamy body with a very, very nice coffee essence.
and that chocolate in there is good too.
Yeah.
It's got a nice like vanilla finish even on the end of it, like kind of that whipped crème on the top.
Big
Like,
gulps,
Very
nice.
whipped.
No.
That is 8.1%.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. Java House Cold Brew Martini Stout brings together the amazingly smooth character of Java House Cold Brew coffee with a rich, creamy malt base. The result is a decadent stout with the full-bodied essence of cold brew martini, delivering a satisfying coffee kick with a velvety finish.
All those things
I
and
think
more.
that's
Love
pretty
it.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Velvety finish is
Yeah.
very.
I would love to have
pretty.
this on a nitro line.
Oh.
That'd be fun. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Can I get a little extra creamy?
A little bit extra, yeah.
Ooh.
I think nitro lines are a fucking joke and a gimmick as hell, but like I could actually see that on a nitro.
Yep.
You want to know what else is great on a nitro?
Cream ales.
An Irish cream ale.
Yep.
Which one was that one? Do you remember what the name of it was?
I will find it again. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
It was
Matt-
a yellow can, wasn't it?
When Matt finds himself a
Yellow
coconut beer
cream.
that he likes and he hates himself, that was Tyler with his Irish cream ale.
I hate cream ales.
And he hates
But
nitro.
and I hate nitro. But I bought this Irish cream ale at fucking Total Wine
Yeah.
in a mixer sixer. Like this is gonna be fucking stupid.
And it was.
I
Just
crack
not
it
what you
open.
expected.
Psh, like fucking nitro bullshit. Pour out this creamy cream ale. I fucking fell in love, and they should make every cream ale a nitro from now on.
Yep.
I might actually buy cream ales if you can put them on nitro. I'm just saying.
You just gotta open your horizons. You gotta accept it. You can't go in with a negative attitude, man.
Have you met me?
Yeah.
He's finally becoming self-aware.
If my wife is watching this right now, she's like, he's the most negative person. I'm just a doom and gloomer all the time.
I came into work last Friday like fucking happy and all this shit. Everybody's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" One of my bosses literally goes, "You're ungodly happy and it's weird." And I'm like,
It's making everyone uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
back
You
to
being
being
happy makes everyone uncomfortable. I need you to stop.
That's pretty much what she was saying. It's fine. Somehow me being happy also made like 3 girls cry at work, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy tears or sad tears?
Not happy.
It was, yeah. What'd you learn?
Don't be happy. My bad.
Everyone's got a role to fill, Tyler.
When you
Fuck me, right?
when you do the unexpected, people are thrown off.
Yeah.
Dude, like literally 3 women cried around me that day, and I was just like, "The fuck is going on?" And I don't do well with women crying, so I'm just like,
Was your zipper down?
Good one. Good one. I literally went to my boss and went, "We have to hire more men. I need more testosterone in this fucking building."
Welcome to my life. I own a house.
Oh, yeah. See,
Three
I'm
women.
having a boy, so my wife doesn't understand. Like, it's going to be a house of wieners.
Well,
That's all it is.
just be careful, because my brother thought the same. He had a boy first,
Yeah.
and then 3 girls.
See, Howards don't make girls, so and
Neither do my.
No, and they don't make asses either, evidently. So
Maybe that's why they don't make girls. They don't want to torture them with a flat ass. That's God's way of going, "I won't do that to her."
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. All right, time
have
to
you
score.
tried thinking of being a catcher or a goalie?
It does help. Time to score this beer, though. Who's first? Is it me this time?
It's you,
1, 2,
buddy.
3, 1, 2. Yeah. Fuck. It's a good fucking beer.
Yeah.
It is one of my favorite stouts Sun King's made in a while. It combines a lot of things I love already. Good ABV, good creamy body. I love that coffee without being like burnt roasty coffee. It was that creamy cold brew, just solid with that chocolate from the martini side. That's a great way to make that. I honestly give it a 4 1/4. It's a great beer.
That's right where I'm at. Once again, we're having a good run of solid seek out beverages, and That's 4.25.
Yeah, last time I was here, it was all over the place, and I think it was skewing kind of low. I'd give it a good 4. So
it ends up 4.25 average.
Yep.
Matt wandered off on us. It's fine.
Doing my dishbishly duties.
And we appreciate
He
you.
can still talk.
What would you give it, sir?
I think I'm gonna go 4.5 on that one.
That's been skewing high.
I really enjoyed that.
He's
like,
not average tonight.
I've never averaged. I'm either below or above sometimes, but never average.
as we've gotten to like higher ABV beers, our ratings get higher because you just feel a little more jolly.
Well, I'm also like an ABV whore, so that might
Yes, he is.
influence my decision a little bit. I don't know my influence. Pete Farrar jumped on Ugly Pete. What's up, boys? How's
What's up,
it
Pete?
going?
What's up, bud?
Oh, that's good.
Is
I
he
got
gonna
to
be
know.
competition at the Brewbarbecue? Is he locked in yet?
Yeah,
I'm not
Pete,
sure,
are you
I'm
doing the
not sure.
barbecue this year?
Oh,
What's
buddy.
the barbecue?
So every year, Noblesville Rotary Club puts on right. I got that right.
Yes.
That right?
Yep.
Look at me remembering things. Does a beer fest barbecue.
Okay.
So essentially, what happens is they have now. It's not huge on the beer fest side. It's usually about 8 to 10 breweries. I think it was 10 last year or something like that. But it's a barbecue competition.
Okay.
So guys like John or our buddy Pete.
Backyard, not professional backyard barbecue.
Although there are some restaurants that show up.
There are.
And it's a barbecue competition, so they do ribs and chicken.
Yeah.
That's the two things, and that you don't have to bring your own meat. You get there, you set up, they drop off the meat at a certain time. That way, everybody can start cooking at the same time. You have X
And
amount of
everybody's
time.
working with the same stuff.
Yeah, you have X amount of time to cook.
Oh, you work with the same stuff. I was
Not
gonna say,
equipment. You work with
The
the
same
same
food.
meats.
It's the same meats because they go to
What,
Kroger
what about
across the street.
season?
No,
No,
that's
that's
all.
up to
That's
you.
all up
Okay,
here.
great.
Run what you brung.
Backyard barbecue is almost better than
A lot of times it is, yeah.
Yeah, because you're not constrained by any of the production issues.
Absolutely. And it was a lot of fun. I hadn't been able to go with John before. John's done it 4 years.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn, I'm remembering shit today. He's done it 4 years now. Last year, placing second in chicken. Big win for him. That was a solid, and his chicken was fucking fire. It annoyed him.
The ribs were really good too.
Yeah, they were.
And overall, the score was better on the ribs even. So
Yeah, he did really well. Chicken was down this year. John was one of the high. There was only 2 guys that really scored decent in chicken, and it was John in the winner.
listen, butter works, man.
Yeah, John came out ready to go. We had a
Paladine was
blast.
right.
I told John, because I was originally supposed to go to Way Out Beer Fest to do that.
Yeah.
And it was really funny. I told John, I'm like, hey, like, we could go sell some shit. You do your thing. I'll be at Way Out making us money. John's like, you haven't been. I'd love for you to be there to support me. And I'm like, fuck, you're guilting me into this. And he's like, yes, I am.
I did.
Like, he didn't even, hide it. He just straight up went, yes, I am. And I'm like, fuck it, fine. I'll come.
He was grumpy the entire time.
He was not
Till-
happy that day.
I was very
He
happy.
was back to normal, Tyler.
I was happy that day, thank you.
That day he turned out good, but he realized.
I sat down, but I looked at John. I'm like, if I come, I am not helping. In any way, shape, or form, I am there to eat and get drunk.
Yes.
And John went, okay, deal. And I set my fat ass there and ate and got drunk and had a fucking great time.
And we did the same thing, except we also worked.
Yeah.
We ate,
That
got
sounds like a
drunk. and-
blast. I should invite my brother. And
It's a good fucking time.
When is the date this year?
August.
August 9th, I want to say.
I'll pull up our event calendar. John put it in
That's
there.
not right.
John already put it in there for us. I saw it. I went to add it the other day when it popped up on my social media.
August 9th.
And John, yes, 8-9.
See? Look at that.
Noblesville
Look who's ready,
Barbecue.
huh?
Yeah, baby.
And Pete says he thinks so, trying to nail down his team this year. I don't know, Team Mudhog was pretty solid last year, bud. You have to bring it.
Yeah, we're settling in. Hey, the key, I learned, the key was not give a shit. Just have fun. And that's what we did.
Yeah, appeal to masses, like simple.
We almost forgot to make shit in time.
That did actually happen. We got
Yeah.
a little drunk and we ate so much good food because we
Because
cooked
we
all
were
day.
we cooked our breakfast, and then we cooked our lunch, and we were like, oh shit, we should probably make food for them.
All of a sudden, literally, they go, oh shit, we haven't started the ribs or chicken yet. Like, it was so damn funny. Like, literally, everybody just goes, oh fuck.
I remember the first time I made barbecue.
When I said I literally the key was not giving a shit, that we didn't give a shit. We were just having a good time. So
We were a little worried about the ribs. We were not sure we were going to get those ready in time. I started helping a little bit prepping ribs because, like, it got to the point where,
Yeah,
like,
close.
if we don't get these
Yeah,
fucking
right,
smoking soon, they're not
They're
going to
not
be
gonna
ready.
The style of food that's notorious for time intensity, and you completely forget.
Yes, 100%.
but if you saw what we had for breakfast and lunch, you'd understand.
We were in a food coma, let alone alcohol.
Yeah.
Peace on down. John says the only reason you won is because he wasn't there last year.
Come prove it, bitch.
What are we working with here?
So this is the Taxman Maple
Nice.
Vanilla deadline from 2024. Since Death and Taxes Day is coming up here in a couple months,
We'll be there.
we might as well enjoy one of our very many Taxmen we still have sitting.
Yeah.
We,
Thanks, EB.
We may have, their head brewer's the one that gave most
Yeah,
of
he
us.
did give us a
Yeah,
bunch,
we
too.
do have that
Our age stuff came from EB, and then
Head brewer gave us...
the head brewer gave us every variant
Yeah.
more than one.
Yeah.
Which I'm not mad at because we've enjoyed them.
Thank
But
you.
damn!
Yup.
Ooh,
I'll pour you a
John.
little white.
Stone's Throw. Pete says, I'm 2-0 against John.
Yeah, that's fine, buddy. That's when I gave a shit.
Thank you.
Yeah, the problem now is he doesn't
Yeah.
care.
Now I don't
it's
care,
time
bro.
for you.
You were a little low.
Also, Cynthia was commenting as well. Just not get a chance to get a comment from her. Just want to stop in between patients and say, go Fairmount.
Hey! Someone knows about us.
And
She was the one that stopped in with me the other day.
Oh, cool.
I'm sad I can't watch this one live because working is being super lame tonight. A whole bunch of cry face emojis. No.
Yeah, she normally watches while she's at work, and today she's actually, working. Again,
Is
this
it
is
working at work?
this is the maple vanilla deadline from last year, aged in maple syrup barrels. World's Beer Awards, World's Best Flavored, Beer Awards United States winner, World Beer Awards style winner for 19, 20, and 21.
Okay.
So it is 13%.
We had some decent-sized boys tonight.
But nothing crazy. I didn't pull out the big River Norths. I got a couple River Norths back there.
We got those 6 to 7 inchers tonight. I mean,
He didn't
I
get
got some
Hot
20
Frog
out
out.
there
do you really?
from River North. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
their biggest beer we've ever had and they've ever made that set the record in Colorado was 24.3%.
Did it taste like racing fuel?
No.
Surprisingly,
That
It tastes
was
like a
terrifying. Maybe 13% is what I would have guessed. 13, 14. It had big flavor. It wasn't an adjunct stout. It was a base fucking stout, just a blend of barrels. And we did learn something while we were in Colorado.
When you're a mile high up in the sky.
So the way
Lower oxygen.
the
Son of a
alcohol, when beer pulls more alcohol out of those barrels than it ever does here.
Really?
Like a lot more. So like say you add a barrel aged beer here, we're looking at what, a percentage or something, percentage or two depending on how long.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, right? The example he gave us was the seltzer he made. He threw a 4% seltzer in a barrel for 6 months, and it came out 9%. The barrels pull and it does that with beer. Whenever they want to maybe try to push for a record or anything like that, they'll put it in the barrel, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4%, I would think it would get infected or something.
No, the 4% seltzer shot up to 9 in 6 months, and they were like, okay, let's pour this.
Nice.
Yeah.
They make some of the cleanest, best beer. And like we've even added more, like, hey, stouts back home are always thick, adjunct heavy, sweet. I'm like, how do you, and I go, if they're wanting high ABV, that's what they do. They push that sugar content,
Yep.
Yada, yada, yada. He goes, I'm like, how do you guys do it without sugar bombs, without thick beers?
Man,
His response was, well, we actually know how to fucking brew beer. And I was like,
Oh, no.
I was like, oh shit.
The beer I brought you guys.
Oh, no,
my
it's
gosh,
fine.
you're hurting me.
No, it's fine. See, I'm okay with it.
See, I brought the insulin shots with
Oh,
mine.
even better. I'm excited to try it. No, because I do get diabetes bombs that I like. But I'm glad that, like, when we get their beers, that it's
He's
not.
like, God damn it. I fucked up.
No.
God damn it. God damn it.
Tastes subjective.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
fuck
But it
Now,
was so
hey,
damn funny the way he said that. He's like, I actually know how to brew beer. And I'm like, oh, damn. Shots fucking fire.
Yeah.
I know some pretty damn good brewers that would say they do, too.
You Midwest.
Yo.
Oh, so funny tangent. Right
Speaking of pretty damn good brewers,
Yeah.
We haven't said anything about this beer.
That
It's
is-
almost empty.
that is fucking pleasant.
That is.
And that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, this is not necessarily standing out. It's just so goddamn pleasant.
A little astringent on the back end, so it dries everything out a little bit, which makes me want to drink more.
Yeah.
Gets me salivating a little bit. It's like, take another sip, take another sip. That maple is not overpowering. The vanilla is not overpowering, but the flavors are so nice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite Taxman from last year. We had all the variants. That was the last one we had left. Yeah. I mean, I have all the flavors still, but that's the one we hadn't tried yet.
There's literally nothing offensive about this.
No.
Like, it is just the nicest, most pleasant beer you could ask for.
Sweet,
It's a happy beer.
Sweet without being diabetes.
Yeah.
Heavy, high ABV, but doesn't taste like it. Mm-hmm. I would guess 8-9%.
Yeah.
And it's 14.
Right.
Or 13.
13.
13.
change, I think you said.
13 on the dot's what the can
Oh,
says.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a big beer without feeling like you couldn't drink that entire can.
Oh, I could, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's easy smash.
If somebody handed me that can, I wouldn't be like, hey, do you want to split this? I'd be like, hey, and that's mine.
You split beers?
Yeah. I like sharing beer. Thank you.
Not my stouts.
Tyler doesn't share beer.
Matt, you share more than I do. You literally save beers to share with people.
You just catch me on good days. Pete says that's DUI shelf beer?
I'd say it is.
Yeah, I would actually.
I'd say it's the UI shelf beer.
I think it drinks like. God, I wanted to say 7 to begin with.
Big Gulp gave me a little more heat when I did the Big Gulp.
A little bit, yeah, with the Big Gulp 9, but yes, like a 7 to 9.
For context, I don't know if Patrick's aware of the DUI shelf qualification beer.
No, I don't. I'm nodding my head, but I don't know what that is.
So-
Exactly, yeah.
It's a
simple breakdown.
It's a double-digit beer
Okay.
that tastes much less. So anything under... So if you're looking at a 13% beer, it needs to be under a 10. Typically around a 7 or 8, 9, somewhere around there is what it tastes like.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Now, or we have caveated it a little bit because of certain breweries that make
23%
ungodly high ABVs. Hop and Frog, River North. Some of these breweries that make these stupid high ABVs where it's like 22 or 19, but still tastes like an 11.
Yeah.
You're like,
Right.
still, because I'm drinking, this is an 11. I can have 2 of these. I'll have a lager afterwards, some water. I'll be good. Forgetting that, fuck no, this is like a 20%er and you want to die.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is like, oh, you're drinking it and you forget that you're getting fucked up.
that is going to get you drunk.
And you stand up, you're like, whoa.
You're mad at River North. You forget. You drink them like they're not getting you drunk, and then you stand up.
I did much better this year.
Until we got to Burns.
So we got Burns. That was partly Wayne's fault.
That was a double whammy, and Wayne, Laura, she's the one that broke it out.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Laura's the one that was like, here you go, guys. Matt's like, I was doing good.
I was doing good until the 23-year-old beer came out.
That was like 17%.
You can't say no.
Oh, fuck no.
I mean, it's rude at that point.
If somebody breaks out a beer that old that's rare, that'll never be made again, you don't say no.
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 You can't say no.
Well, yes, no. Yes, no.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's like
That's the most Midwest thing ever, right?
It's like you look at him and go,
Yeah, no, right?
I was supposed to stop drinking. Ubering.
Yeah.
That tax man is fucking pleasant.
Yeah, I really like it.
Matt, while you're up, will you get his beer out after you rinse those?
Sure can.
Just so we can try those.
I go first on this one.
That is a pleasant is the best word to describe that beer.
It is 100%. I'm just gonna go 4.5. That's where I'm at. I think it's a really solid score. There's nothing that is like. I adore this beer. This beer is wonderful. It's not like my favorite ever of all time, but it's super worthy. So 4.5.
Patrick?
I'd go 4. I love Taxman. I think I love Taxman's more, traditional Belgian styles a little bit more. Like I said, I'm a sucker for those styles. But I love the maple. I love the vanilla. It's a super balanced beer without being crazy on either one of those.
Super balanced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not Kate.
It's got nice body to it. 4.
Alright. Oh shit, I didn't bring a new cutter. And I think I threw the other one away.
I'm a knife guy now.
Perfect. Do you mind working on the wax for a second?
Did that come with the suspenders?
Oh no! This came with years of shaming because I don't have a knife. In a family of knife guys.
I came straight from work.
Please don't put yourself on the show.
How
new are you to being a knife guy?
Perfect.
Hey, look at the.
That was beautiful.
Look at the.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I can't carry a knife at work because I work with kids at an autism center. So
Maybe a bad idea.
I always have a knife on me, except if I come straight from work. So I came straight from work. Needless to say, knife's not on me.
All right.
I'm giving it a 4 as well, so it ends up a 4 average. very, very good beer. The only difference is nothing wowed me. That's why pleasant was the right word for me.
Perfect.
It was pleasant. Now, it was seek out pleasant, but like pleasant can only get me so far. So,
What's fun about that? I think the balance is what wowed me.
interesting. I like that. I like that.
We need more pleasant beers. And
I agree.
I agree with you.
And especially pleasant beers that are 4s or higher.
Yep.
That's a great combo.
Yeah.
Matt, what would you give it?
I think the 4 is the right answer. I really swallow my pride and agree with Tyler here, but it executes well. Like, it's got a good flavor. It tastes good. There's nothing bad about it. I enjoy drinking it. I would search it out. It's just not like that top beer I've ever had. It's just not quite there, but it's definitely good and enjoyable. If you find it, get it.
All right. So, before we move on to the Bad Dad, I do have... We're going to play this game with 2 different beers today.
Okay.
This is the Guess the Untapped score. So, the global score on Untapped... Again, it doesn't have to be in quarter increments because, A, you can pay for 0.1 privileges. Plus, it averages it all out. So it might change.
But it is Price is Right rules.
Price is Right rules. Closest
Price
without
Right
going over. We will start with the one we just had.
Okay.
There have been 188 check-ins for this
There's not
specific
gonna be
beer.
that many check-ins.
Nope, 188 check-ins. So, as we've learned, sometimes that can skew it, sometimes it doesn't. 188 check-ins for this particular beer. Matt, what is your guess?
I'm going to go $4, Bob.
John.
4.1, Bob.
You dick.
3.8.
Dude,
And not because it deserves that, but because
where we're at.
4.08.
Damn it!
Hey!
Damn it!
It pays to go first.
You literally missed being almost dead on by 0.02.
Damn it!
It's not always close. It's just whether he slightly is over
And
or not.
the fellas at Taxman, I am very sorry that I underscored that on the guess.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
don't
Also,
know.
when those were taken, if you got on 4-2, you'd have been way over anyway. So
Yeah.
you got to play the Price is Right game with this a little bit too. The strategery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quote George W.
Well, I'm going for like the Midwest. It's like, oh, this beer's just really, really
Right, yeah. You got to play your audience with a 100 score. That can really skew, like one guy with an off palate can skew that thing really
I went a little higher because I figure as most people who were at.
Taxman.
Death
The ones that
and
got
Taxes.
it and like they actually
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Death and Taxes, big event, brings in a lot of people who don't know, say
Also
that's the
true.
variant they got.
Yeah.
That could fuck it. So that could be either way. 4.08. Good score. Now, Columbiana. 5,000
Like I say,
check-ins.
this is a Tavor one,
But
so
it's a 4-year-old beer.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, but if we so when we drank it 4 years ago, we would have given a vastly different score. than we
Do
did.
It was on
do they have
Tavor.
one for each year? I saw
No.
one.
This is not one they typically do multiple of.
Okay.
Yeah, that's such a skewed.
They've had a couple different barrel variants,
Think about
but
it.
those have different score things on here, and it shows the logo
Typically,
on
to
this.
go into Tavor, you got to be at least a 4.
Okay.
So,
Well, your
As
brewery
a
has
brewery.
to average that to be able
Exactly.
to. Yeah.
but they're hype brewery, so they average high.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Columbiana, 5,000 check-ins. John, you were first this time.
Actually, I say we seesaw. I went first. Guess Patrick should go first now.
I'll go 4.12.
Patrick?
4.3.
I'm gonna go with when that thing was fresh, and I'm gonna go a 3.75. I'm gonna pick the low card here.
We have someone that hit it dead on the nuts. I mean, dead nuts.
The Nets.
It is Patrick at a 4.3.
Hey!
Nice.
Dead nuts!
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
4.30 on the
Nice.
fucking dot.
Nice.
Wow.
There's a lot of Martin House fanboys.
And I gave
Yeah,
that.
there is.
I gave that 4.5, right? I think I did.
We gave it a 4.5. So,
Yeah.
that makes me happy that he hit that dead nuts.
Yeah,
That's just
that's
fun.
awesome. Nice work.
That's how good I am.
Well played.
By the way, he was talking to us about you can't see it on camera, but the wax top is literally the Bad Dad B. That is fucking, I
That is
love
cool.
that.
That's cool.
With the BDBC. Like, it's literally the Bad Dad B.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought that was cool.
That is a gorgeous
Yeah,
wax
that's
top.
When my
actually
dad
really
showed
nice.
me that, I was like, that's really cool. I like the detail work.
BDBC is pretty close to something else.
I'm going to make sure that makes it
BYBC. Backyard beer chick, right?
Yeah.
Where were you going?
I don't
You
know.
were expecting something and that wasn't it.
I think we know what we were thinking.
I don't. What were you talking about?
Big Black. No, wait, what?
No, I said backyard beer chick, and Pat would be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Let's just bring your own.
The BYBC.
Oh, Jen.
That's enough for me.
I was already
Thank
on
you.
it, John.
Appreciate it.
Okay,
I know
so,
you, Boo Boo.
Question. Since we are doing the additional beer here, would beer of the night be something we're doing before?
We
or
can still
after
include this in Beer of the Night.
Okay. Now we covered.
Oh, good lord.
Patrick, it is up to you on if we score it or not. If we score it, we can
We're not
have
gonna
Matt
score
be
it.
the extra.
So I am a man
harsh
of the
critic, be
people.
careful.
I am a man of the people. All right, I understand. So hey, viewers, understand his preferences. Taste is subjective. I really like this beer, but I'm also extremely biased. So that's just me.
We'll be nice and not score it.
Nah. Okay.
I'll just gotta let Matt count for one.
Coward.
I mean,
We're scoring this motherfucker!
That was the definition of poking the bear.
Alright, guys. Alright, we're going, and it's a 1. Now, I haven't even drank it yet. It's a 1.
Ooh.
Can I describe this beer?
No.
Before we
Actually,
taste it?
before that, all right.
I'm gonna read what's on the label first.
I was thinking John
Because-
described this beer for a drink.
Now, because if people buy this beer,
Yep.
most of the time it's going to be based off label. So we're looking at oil change, barrel aged stout. Don't tell your mother. Love that that's on there. Not all math jokes are terrible. God, I love your labels. That makes me happy. 10.5%. Vanilla bourbon flavors like butterscotch, caramel, and vanilla complement the sweet, full body, dark chocolated. Wait, you forgot a space, by the way. Chocolate and.
Oh yeah, that's
Toasty
because we do
malt
it them ourselves.
that break up the regular self-maintenance routine. Brewed with confidence in Fairmount, Indiana. It's the only thing done with confidence in Fairmount, Indiana. Dads have a way about them. Some may call it reckless, but we like to think of it as adventurous. That's how we brew our beer. In the pursuit of greatness, we try new things. Go where others fear to tread. Well, like putting that guy on a fucking label. And always come back with some damn fine beer. Stick with us, and we'll show you what beer can be.
All right.
All right, now you can describe it.
So the one thing that we did not include on the label, we barrel aged this. That was on it. We did also add maple syrup to it as well.
Oh, I can smell that.
I smell like some maple. I was gonna like just like a maple glaze on a donut, because it's like not quite syrup.
Yeah.
The butterscotch
Smells like waffles.
Definitely.
Yes. So one of the things that my dad and I love on preferences on our beers, especially with stouts, we want a beer that has body. So when you swirl out on it, we want it to stain the glass. And
Do you have a regular non-barrel aged oil change?
We've done both.
Okay.
Our untap's a mess.
Yes. All right, I think I found it. Nope. Nope, that's 10.5.
I guess hire someone to manage your own tap.
It's one of those things you have to do it because if you don't,
People do it.
people complain.
Well,
Or they'll do it for you.
and you don't want that.
You don't want that.
All right, I found the one that's closest in ABV.
And we've done a couple of these.
Because there was an 8.8, a 12.5, and a 10.
Yep.
My guess was the 8.8 was non-barrel aged, the way it looked. Or maybe it was just a lower one. I don't fucking know. All right. It smells like fucking breakfast.
Yeah, this would go great with some waffles.
I kind of want to reduce it and put it on waffles just by the nose.
Or I'm not a fan of this maneuver, but if you did like a peanut butter pancake, this would go smashingly with that.
What some sausage patties?
Ooh.
So we boiled this for 4 hours. So
It's a good boil.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Now, Pat,
Tyler is searching
He's
the soul
scaring
for
me.
what he wants to not say right now.
I think he's going to hit me.
Patrick.
But it's not in a good way, because what Tyler's going to say is this isn't
Diabetes.
like
It's not.
like he thought it was going to be.
Listen. I'm not mad. I'm just
Just
disappointed.
disappointed. Oh, shut up.
There, you wait until the end of the show.
Because it's cold, and I really need to be warmer so the flavors come out more.
He's the one that put it in the fridge.
Yeah, but I'm not the one who didn't take it out.
It's your beer.
Ah. No, it's...
We're not going to take it out for you, Patrick. You got to do
I
something
just-
on your...
Yeah, we don't pull out. Wait.
I drank it down to a lower amount so it'd be easier to...
Yeah.
warm up.
Yeah. The old cup maneuver.
Yeah. I literally drank it to a lower amount. Problem is, I don't want to sit here and do this forever.
No.
Let me put it in my mouth and then swish it around and I'll spit it back in.
No, if you're going to spit it, it's back in my mouth.
Yeah. It's called bird feeding.
Bird feeding.
You don't get a spit anywhere but in my mouth, all right? And I'm sorry if his wife's watching.
Hey, can we luge this off my back?
Yeah, I know what that means.
It's like a chicken.
And I have no ass, so it's going to go all the way down.
No!
We call that a rim gimlet.
We're not chicken luging this shit.
Suspenders are staying though, right?
Wearing nothing but underwear and suspenders. That's how they made the kid.
God.
She couldn't get enough of him and his suspenders.
Remind me, do you guys have a tiny whitey beer? Is that one of your beers or not?
No, our koozies look like that.
That's what I was.
That is what it is.
Why do you not have a tiny whitey?
There's one over there somewhere.
Well, I mean, just like beer name, like.
I don't know.
I mean, come on, you mean like blonde? You gotta work on stuff like that.
Can I tell you what I want to do with our
Oh,
next
God.
set of koozies once this joke has run its course?
First of all, it shouldn't ever run its course. But what's the next joke?
So if we ever did bottles, you know how the bottles can zip up?
Mm-hmm.
I would love some jeans.
Like
Like
a
cut
bottle
off jeans
koozie?
with hairy legs at the bottom of the koozie. I think that'd be so funny.
That
would be great.
amazing.
Can you do like for a bottle koozie, like it comes up about midway through the bottle and then it's got suspenders?
What is it with the suspenders? They're utilitarian.
Yeah, I like suspenders.
I know, they're great.
That is the whitest dad thing I've ever heard. What is it with the suspenders? They're utilitarian. That is the
No,
whitest.
utilitarian would be like if you have like Batman pouches going down them.
That is the
Work on that, then
white.
come back to us.
So that's
So
just utility.
I told my wife, I said, it'd be kind of cool. Maybe that's not the right word. If I had like cool like things on it and then, you know, I'd
Pieces
open
of
it up.
flair. Yeah.
All right, I got my
things.
business cards on it.
You want to know how I know you're going to stop at one kid? Because she's never touching you again if you,
You
do
have a
that.
business card holster on your suspenders.
It's on brand. It's on brand.
As the wife looks at you and goes, you're going to have to start making a lot more money for this to be sexy.
And in about 15 years, he's like, "All right, boy, we got to talk about safe sex."
Pulls a condom off the suspenders.
Wait, so he
You're
starts-
never
he starts
going to
on-
need this.
he starts on one lapel, Profos are on the other. Like,
No, the business cards are the profile.
This is my Batman belt.
and it's like down here, he's got smoke bombs, like one.
He's not fast enough to get out while it's still there, but he's just in there coughing. All right, this beer.
No, it's
My one thing with this beer at this point is it doesn't match the smell.
Okay. More maple nose.
There is a lot of that maple and breakfast. Everything's on the nose. When I drink it, the softness of the maple's there. Not a lot of the flavor for me.
Okay.
I like the restraint of it. Because it is easy when you're adding that maple to get in that diabetes territory.
That part makes me happy that it's not overly
Yeah,
sweet.
so I think the restraint on it, for me, works in that regard. I think this is a breakfast stout, absolutely.
Yeah.
The restraint's nice. The nose made me very excited. And I really wanted more of that maple. Because I was so excited for breakfast.
So are you saying you got just the tip and you want a little more?
I wanted Canada to jizz in my mouth at that point with the nose.
Oh, Canada, our home and gracious land. I don't know the lyrics.
Don't cancel us.
Elon's watching.
Fuck you. If I'm getting canceled, that's what it's going to be for.
The guy who did not want to solve world hunger.
That's my only thing. I think the nose built up something for me that I just... So close.
Hey, notes for next year.
It's a slippery slope though, because if you go too heavy,
Exactly.
you hit diabetes.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
Maple.
you're a bigger critiquer of
The
that.
nice thing
I
about
think-
maple is maple doesn't typically guide into that diabetes for me. Because it's not just pure sugar. There's a little. I mean, it is.
I was gonna say I think maple is.
But it
for sure.
doesn't. But hey, it's the same thing I've said with honey. Honey sweetness doesn't feel like diabetes to me, and maple can if it's real heavy.
If it's artificial.
If it's artificial, if it's not. But like maple syrup, even like fucking pure ass maple syrup, sweet as fuck. It doesn't make me feel that way.
No.
So I think that's where it's at. It's that artificial type sweetness is where diabetes really gets me. So
See, and I'll critique my own beer. When we did Winterfest, this was not as cold as it was in your guys' fridge.
yeah, that thing
and I
got
think-
cold quick today.
Yeah, I think it had a little bit more of that maple flavor when it wasn't.
Oh, there's a reason I'm trying
Yeah,
to say this.
I know.
I am literally drinking and then saving and then like I'm trying this whole critique to make sure I get as much flavor as possible.
Hey, and I'll tell you, I'm a good salesman, but I'm a shitty brewer. So you know,
No, I think bottom
the
line.
beer's never been better after I stopped brewing.
I actually I do really enjoy this. I think it's a little where we're serving it a little bit more chilled than what it should be.
My last bit that was the warmest was the best.
Yeah.
But with that though, like a lot of places, if you go get a stout, usually it's going to be that cold temp, which
Yeah, nobody serves warm beer.
it's one of those things.
Yeah,
I still have like a gripe with just as a stout fan. Like we got to figure out somewhere where you can get a stout at not cold.
I want people to
straight
put it in the
out.
wine. I want good stouts, high level stouts put in wine coolers.
Yeah.
So I have sold this beer, and when I was talking to places, like you should sell this like bottle service, like you do at wine, like with wine. So
That or you do what you do when you know what you're doing is this is the first beer you order, then you set it to the side and you order something else.
Yep.
And then you come back to it in about 45 minutes.
You order that lager while you're waiting on it to.
Yeah.
Or we got to figure out my grand conception for my $1 million idea of just like the glass warmer. That way when you get the stout, the glass comes out warm.
They have that.
Yeah,
You can do some coffee on it. That's a
Son
thing.
of a bitch. Every great idea is already taken.
I've also never heard him mention that.
I know.
He said my $1 million idea. I was expecting something I'd heard before.
I think they've made multiple millions off this idea, actually. You
Oh,
shot
I wasn't
low.
wrong.
You shot low.
It's just not my $1 million, yes.
We have one upstairs, actually, yeah. You just hit the on button and it's a plate warmer, basically.
What the fuck do I do that for this?
Hell, even a candle melter does that.
I know.
So you're saying we could have alleviated our whole issue here?
I don't have a plate warmer here.
I'm blanking on the name, the hot iron that you put into beers.
Oh, I
We
want to
did
buy
that
some,
in
actually.
2000.
Speaking of
Literally
which,
just Saturday.
first time we actually did that at an event. That was a lot of fun. It was a cold fucking event at Firkin
Very
Fest.
cold.
Oh, okay.
Firkin Fest this past Saturday
Was frozen.
it definitely, the temperature went from 55 on Friday to 20 on Saturday. That was a little bit of a drop.
Exclusively Cody's fault.
100% Cody's fault. He posted not so frozen Firkin Fest right before the event. Big mistake.
He tempted the gods.
But one of the things is they had these two big burn barrels outside to help keep people warm. You could stand around the barrels. Great. Well, Tom walks out with a couple of those rods. 3, I think. And starts heating them up and letting people do whichever beer they want.
I really thought it was
Well-
going to be like a brandy thing. Let's see how drunk these people get and then make some theirs happen.
So we had a lot of fun because I started at first I grabbed the ESB that was like a 15% ESB. Or no, it was an Ice Box.
Ice Box.
I got a 15% Ice Box.
Yeah.
And tried it. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then I was standing there. I looked at Tom and I go, I want to try the Grinchy Grand, which was Tarnished Hollow's beer they brought. Yeah, I mean, it's a peppermint white chocolate sour. Just
It's
a lot of
green
sugar.
beer.
Bright green with glitter.
Yeah.
Like,
I love Brandon. He just goes nuts.
and Tom goes,
Right?
yes. Like, you could see the look on his face went from, like, I'm just doing this to make people happy to, yes. So I run back and I'm like, can I have Grinchy Grand, but can you make it a bigger pour? Because I'm going to go have Tom stick the iron in it. We want to see what the fuck happens with a sugar bomb like this.
Yeah.
And the girls go, yup. Gave me basically, I had to actually drink a little down, otherwise that shit was going to froth over when he stuck the heat in it. And we went in, and it brought out a ton of the white chocolate. I mean,
Yeah.
just,
As soon as you stuck that poker in, you could just smell.
oh, that white
Did it do
chocolate
anything
just-
to the color?
Oh,
No.
it darkened it slightly.
Okay.
Nothing crazy, but the aroma just blasted everyone in a 5-foot radius with white chocolate. And the flavor was the same way. It brought a ton of that white chocolate forward and then pushed the peppermint to the back end. It was really interesting to see what that did to the beer, especially something like a beer we knew, like that one, but also something you would never think to do it with. You usually do like malty beers with those.
Yeah.
Doing something,
I mean, I did the barrel-aged rye wine.
yeah, doing something like that was such a like random shit. And then you saw other people start going,
What else?
and somebody went and got like the Pepto-Bismol colored dragon fruit sour. Like you start seeing people grabbing random fucking shit.
Is there any beer that would make it worse? You think?
A lot of sours, I think, could make it worse.
Yeah, you need something malty.
I wouldn't want to do a hoppy beer. I think that would ruin a hoppy beer.
Yeah.
But malty or sugary, I think, because you're caramelizing those sugars.
Yeah.
It's basically a rapid caramelization.
Yeah.
So I think the anything sugary or malty is where you got to go with that.
I think in the cider that could be interesting.
Cider could be interesting.
Yeah.
You get some caramel notes with
I
that.
think you would.
Yeah.
I think you would. And it's $38 on Amazon, so.
All right, only because he said I
Cider
wouldn't.
for a poker.
For poker.
Do it.
Literally, only because motherfucker said I wouldn't. We are going to score this.
All right.
I will go first because motherfucker said I wouldn't.
All right. Do it. Give it your honest.
It's a 0. No.
We don't do zeros on this show. That's a lie.
No, honestly, a lot of great notes. The nose is fantastic. The warmer it got, the better I liked it. And my last sip was pretty warm. It was probably the temperature I'd serve it at. I still didn't quite get as much as I wanted. That nose just made me salivate and made me just think waffles and all the... I just didn't quite get what I wanted.
Notes for next year.
Now, with that being said, it was still a damn good beer.
Thank you.
I'm going to give it a 3.75.
I'll take it.
Matt.
I'm going to agree with the 3.75. That was mighty tasty. I enjoyed it. I think the warmer did do it a little more justice. Being cold off the get. Again, being the Scott guy, like, I don't want them cold. But
Well, I looked at Matt and told him I didn't like it.
Yeah.
No, early on, I straight up went. The warmer it got, I got more of the flavors that made me happy. At first, I legit, and that's why I was staring at John at one point in time. I'm like, how the fuck am I nice about this beer? Because I was not happy with it. Warmer it got, the happier I was. More of those flavors came out to match more of the aroma. So it changed. I went from like, oh, fuck, a 2.5 to like, it's a legit 3.75. Like, I'm not saying that to be nice. It, like, I'll admit, I straight up thought it was shit for a minute. But we got there. So 3.75. 3.75 and?
Yeah. I think...
Seriously. Give your
No. I am going to give my... I will.
You bet we wouldn't. You getting what we think. If this was a 1, you would have got it.
So I actually was going to go a little bit higher than 3.75, and then the last sip I had, it was kind of a big gulp. And the big gulp is an interesting thing that we do because it's just another chance to taste it in a slightly different fashion. And it is amazing how you notice different things when you do that big gulp. And for me on the big, number one, we needed to warm it up a little bit. That absolutely helped. But then also on the big gulp, I got a little bit of imbalance on some of the flavors. I got a little bit more roasty and lost some of the sweet maple notes in there, things like that. Because of that, I'm actually going to bring it down where I was to a 3.75.
So it ends up 3.75 average, which is a very respectable
Well, no,
score.
I'm giving it a 5, so it brings it. I'm just
fuck you guys, you don't know what you're talking about.
That's a very respectable score, though.
Yeah,
Your
I think it's done
Untappd,
really well.
your Untappd score globally, you only have 41 check-ins on this one. Again, there's like 15 versions on here, so is a 4.
Yep. Okay.
So you're right there in that pretty damn good range. On Untappd, our 3.75, still a very above average score, right? 3's average. You just quite weren't Seek Out.
Yeah.
Really glad you brought it. That was a lot of fun to try.
Thank you.
Yeah,
sir.
absolutely.
I also was expecting the way you kept going with the diabetes comments. I was getting real scared for a minute.
I kind of want a McGriddle now, though.
A what?
A McGriddle.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Was that what you were
A
doing?
sausage
So,
McGriddle.
no. You have not upgraded. So McGriddle, completely different from what I'm about ready to propose. The steak, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich is the definitive breakfast sandwich.
It
for
used
the
to be. They changed their... Now there's a steak patty instead of like the shredded
Yeah, it's not
steak.
the same
Not
shredded.
I just can't with you.
You know? Like,
No, I'm a McGriddle guy, and yes.
also, every time I get a McGriddle, I'm like, I'm gonna get sausage this time. Then I get the sausage, I'm like, fuck, I forgot I hate McDonald's sausage. Like, it's just like this greasy rubber patty. Like, it's got sausage-ish flavors, but it's not sausage.
See, I love theirs. I like sausage patties.
I love sausage patties. I do not like their sausage patties. However, it works on a McGriddle.
Kinda. It's just it's their texture.
See,
and
I love.
greasiness.
I get a sausage and cheese McMuffin all the damn time. For one, it's cheap as fuck,
Yeah.
and two, I enjoy it.
Well, I'm going to do a McGriddle-inspired beer now. It's
I was
kind of
hoping you
bring it.
I thought he was about to say a McGriddle inspired pizza, and I was about to be like,
Yes.
That's all my
both.
brother. And my brother has very strong opinions on pizza.
I like to say McGriddles. Like,
No.
it's like, fuck that. That's not a breakfast sandwich.
No, if you know my brother, you know he's not going to touch that.
You know what I found when I was coming back from out of state last time? I stopped at McDonald's to get some breakfast, and there was still McDonald's that still had biscuits and gravy. Like, I remember they used to have that. I used to get it, and like I thought McDonald's kiboshed it, but apparently select locations still have it. I didn't realize this until after I ordered, and I was very sad. It's like, damn, I used to love that shit.
I was going to remember.
I'll never know. I don't know where I stopped at. But as I went back from Cincinnati on a random pit stop, I was like, oh, it's almost 10:30. Wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Cincy Rye. You
Cincy
always want to make griddle. Oh, Ryan. You know
He's
he's talking
a
about
Are you
Sorry,
ordering one right now?
sir.
I was looking to see if I was like,
How many points? Oh my god!
It's not
how many
breakfast
points
time.
do you have?
I never spend my points.
He's got all the points.
Yes, he does.
Actually, got quite a few
He's
points.
like my boss with his miles at American Airlines. I got 1 million miles. Like, oh, you legit do. Why don't I get upgraded to
I could probably eat free a few times.
He could.
it's also not breakfast time, unfortunately.
Remember when they used to have breakfast all day? God, I used to tear the shit up on lunch. Like, oh, I missed that. R.I.P. Breakfast, lunch, McDonald's.
When I'm on the road, I'm eating nothing but fast food, obviously, but like at an unnatural amount.
So, like, you go to Golden Corral?
Fast food.
I mean, it's there. It's as fast as you want it to be.
All right, I am going to move on just to here, guys.
Yeah.
Wonderful show, Patrick. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Guys, don't forget March 13th at 317 Barbecue. They have their next event. Again, this is going to be the Meet the Brewers. Not only do you get to meet this guy, you're going to meet Dad and Brother as well. Great family, great people. They know their beer, and they're going to happily talk your ears off, along with St. Joe's and Chili Water. So make sure you check them out with your ticket. And that's something I forgot to mention earlier. I did say like 22 to 27. I can't remember the exact number. But you get 2 drink tickets and a meal with that ticket.
That's a good deal.
That for $22, 2 drinks and a meal at a barbecue restaurant, plus you get to hang out with some people. That is a fucking steal.
Yeah.
So look it up again. It is posted recently. It's like one of the last 2 or 3 posts on our page. Or just go to 317 Barbecue and they are posting it there as well. So check it out.
Wait, where go? Where do we go?
I believe it's 317 Barbecue and Tap House.
So let's put it in.
John, do you have that?
317 barbecue. Okay. got it.
317 BBQ.
BBQ.
I was going to say, the spell out?
BBQ.
And not
BBQ.
3-1 tap room.
No,
Sorry.
it's 317.
Sorry, Billy.
317 BBQ.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We're the Two Beerded Guys. Check out our comedy shows and everything else we do. Later.